How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Big Six. Apologies, we did want to do this an hour early. It's still earlier than usual, but it's 21 minutes late. As you can see, there's 5 of us. Matisse is on holiday. If I started before the optics, the aesthetics, it wouldn't look great. Grizz has got his hand up. Go on, Grizz.
You already know what time it is with the points, and we didn't discuss it. We were discussing other things, but yeah, I just wanted to remind you, boss.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
Turkish knows the reason. Turkish knows the reason. So now
he was
what?
putting in
I'm
work
not
for the
talking to
Big
you.
Six.
Now
Why
what?
you putting in work for the Big Six?
I'm talking to boss. Why are you talking to me direct?
No, because I know what you're trying to do. Yeah, and it's
There's
not
lines
gonna
of communication, brother.
work.
There's lines of
Reverse.
communication.
Reverse card. I was doing work for the blimmin' company that you work for. So, bro.
Blip, 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 blip,
Yeah,
blip.
I was struggling to get the words out, but I was doing work for the company that you work for. So, yeah.
That's why I have rights of speaking for this company that I
then.
work for. Okay, then.
It did make it. And to be honest, this is actually our earliest show ever. We've never gone live earlier than 9 before on the main show. But let's get into it because we are late. Big up Steve, Tobes, and Grizz as usual. And we've got a return, a long-awaited return. Hey. Last time we saw him, it was the 10R era. Now it's the Amorim era. Cams.
The 10-10 era, yeah? The people's champ, yeah? The people's champ,
new time, man. I only come per second. You know what I mean? I'll be back next one. Do you know what I'm saying? But good to be back, boys. Good to be back. Good to see everybody,
Listen,
man.
Cams, we know you work for the Glazers and that. Did you have a hand in this appointment?
Listen. It's a good appointment. I'm excited about the appointment, man. I'm excited. Obviously, we don't know. Actually, do you know what? I'll let you guys.
We'll get into it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll host the show.
We'll get into it. People, it might be cheeky of me now to ask you to hit the like button, but please do hit the like button. There's 1.6K in the building. And like Tobe said, he was doing some work for the company, the Big Six, the brand. Big up HelloFresh. As you can see, they're sponsoring tonight's Big Six show. Scan that QR code on the screen for 60% off your first order. And there's more to it, people. So look out for the deal. Link in the description, live chat, all of that.
House sitting for Matisse. Why does such a nerd need someone to house sit their crib? There's nothing here. Flipping Game Boys all over the shop. Jeez Louise, is that a hentai poster? What's that? So this must be the to-do list then. Feed the dog 3 times a day. Look after 100K balloons. Help yourself to food. What food? What the heck, man? Oh my days, this must be the stupid dog that this guy's talking about. A flipping, what's this, like a Burberry dog? Let me put a zoom of this thing out here, man. Oh my goodness. An onion and a flipping sock. Where's the protein? Where's the protein? No wonder this guy's built like an alien, man, honestly. What am I even gonna do, man? I'm starving, ain't eating all day, man. Literally wasting away. I'm gonna lose my gains, man. Oh, mad. Now we're cooking. Let's go. Hello Fresh. Hello indeed. Butter chicken masala. I love a chicken tikka. 15 minutes, bruh. They gave me thigh and breast. My 2 favorite pieces. What the hell has he done to this pan? Jesus Christ. Battered. Absolutely battered. What's the point in having an electric bin that doesn't actually even work? Stupid. This is hot. I ain't made a curry in a while, to be fair.
Yeah, I can tell. What kind of coconut oil
You just like... Cream phrase. Cool. Now we just plate up some more. Voila. That's delicious. Wow. HelloFresh. Done a job. That was 10-10. 15 minutes to make. Wasn't really high in calories. Very nutritious blend of ingredients as well. What are you waiting for, man? Make sure you use the code, the Big 60. You get 60% off your first delivery, 20% off your next 2 deliveries, and you get free desserts for life. This time round, we've got a nice little goo pot. And if anyone knows about goo, don't play yourself. Get involved, use a discount code, enjoy delicious food for life.
God.
And that's why we was late, people. Big up Hello Fresh and big up Toast for that advert. Big up Toast
That
for
just
that
now?
advert.
You just did that
Aye.
now.
We did that today, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on, deadlines. 60% off your first order, 20% off the next 2 orders, free desserts for life as well. Go use the link in the description, in the live chat. Show HelloFresh some love, people. And you can enjoy as much as Tobes did today. But we move. Big up HelloFresh as usual. And we move into the big one. I mean, listen, I've got a couple of super chats there. I'll get them in, you know, as and when we're talking on those topics and whatnot. Big up the community as always. 2.4K here. Show some love to the channels in the description, including Cam's channel. Obviously, it's been a while he's been on here, so go show him some love too. Doing big things everywhere, to be honest. When I open YouTube, I see Cam's all over the gaff. But yeah, go show him some love. Man City Tottenham. I mean, before Man City Tottenham, I think the biggest news of the international break is Pep Guardiola 2-year extension. It's supposed to be 1+1. I think they just teased us with that, but it's actually a 2-year straight extension, Steve. I mean, yeah, no more needs to be said.
You people, you thought it was the end of the sky blue era. You talk the talk, a lot of this, a lot of that. Big Steve is finished. What are you going to do when Pep leaves? What are you going to do when Kevin De Bruyne's legs fall off? What are you going to do when Haaland goes to Barcelona? All the bullshit. All we're going to do now is relax. Sit there. Pep Guardiola signed a 2-year deal. Erling Haaland, he's signing a new deal. Rodri, he's signing a new deal. It just makes me feel better now. Even if we get relegated to League One now, we've got Pep Guardiola and Erling Haaland up front. So we'll be back. We'll be back. But for you guys, them people who are hanging on it, or the one day he's going to leave and then we've got a chance. One day he's going to leave and we've got a chance. Well, he ain't leaving. He ain't leaving.
Yeah. Grizz,
I'm glad he's staying.
Go on, Cams.
I'm glad he's staying. He needs to see what's on the way. Do you know what I mean? He needs to see what's on the way in Manchester. You get me? We don't want it the easy way. We don't want it the easy way. We want it the hard way. Oh,
Not this again. Not this again.
We want it the tough way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad he's staying.
Yeah, the Ineos era. Got no dough. 13th in the league. Cheers to the Ineos era. Yeah.
The first appointment. I did when I heard Pep stayed, I jumped in the air, bro. I punched the air. I said, yes. I said, yes, don't leave yet. Because Onslaught, you're doing a good job right now, so it's great. But Arteta and they're not posing enough of a threat. You know what I mean? Amorim, let's see. Let's go head to head. Let's see what's going on, and then you can leave. That's what I want.
Sorry to tell you this, yeah, but you ain't head to head. You're 13th. You're not going to get in the Champions League, so relax.
We coming.
Bro, he's only signed a 2-year extension. You know, Amarim's going to need a hell of a lot more than 2 years to start talking to Pep.
Yeah, not necessarily. You know, the league is weak, bro.
Talk to me.
It's not. Things are getting weaker, man. Things are getting weaker. We can make that gap, but let's see. Champions League, that we can make the Champions League potentially. It's not out of the war.
We'll see how weak he gets in January when he goes out there with his big fat war chest of dough that he's got stashed, and he goes and gets a couple of superstars. And then this summer, geez, with the World Club Cup and all that coming up, he's going to want to put a big performance in out there, you know. And then that'll be it again. Oh, Man City's ruining football. You're buying all the best players. All the crying tears have come out again and that. Yeah, it's good, man. I can't wait for it, man. But listen, I hope you finish in the top 10. I do. Amarim's a good guy. Do you know what I mean? He dresses well and that. You know, not like the last fellow. So fair play to him. You know what I mean? He's got a tough job on there. Once he gets to training and he sees Johnny Evans and that mooching about and you know, and shit like that, you realise, you know, in the snow and that, Johnny Evans in the snow, imagine that. And he's going to think, shit, can I have some money, please? And then Sir Jim's going to say, no, we've laid 250 members of staff off. The chicken's raw. The roof still hasn't been fixed. Any chance you can sort a few players out on a budget? And then he's going to realise quickly that, yeah, it's going to be tough, but he probably might win a FA Cup or something like that. And then you'll all be excited again. You're winning trophies and that, and rinse and repeat, man. Rinse and repeat.
Never know, man. Things could change. Things could change. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never let the Ten Hag thing. So for the fact that Man United were even able to win trophies in Ten Hag's time at the club, come on, that just shows that's what big teams do. You know what I mean? No matter what, you still collect trophies, even in the rut. So, you know, let's give it some time. Let's see what happens. But as I said, we can go back to Pep. I'm just glad he stayed. That's all it is. I'm just glad.
Grizz, how do you feel? Obviously, Cams is coming from a different viewpoint where he's got a new manager coming now and hasn't really been involved with Pep Guardiola, whereas you and Liverpool have been the main competitors to Pep in this era of, you know, Man City dominance. How do you feel about this 2-year extension at this time when you're top of the league, slots hit the ground running? Is it something that's kind of demoralized you? Is it something that's lit a fire up you? Is it like, how do you feel about it? Or it's just, it is what it is?
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm not as happy as Cam's. I'm not gonna lie. My tea didn't go down too well when I heard 2-year extension. You know what I mean? My thoughts are he's the difference maker. They can have Haaland, they can have Kevin De Bruyne, they can have all the players they want, but Pep Guardiola is the X factor in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Steve might disagree, others might disagree, but my opinion is Pep Guardiola. And I mean, Joseph and his fucking Technicolor dream coat, man. Why doesn't he just fuck off? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, go and do something with your life, broski, man. Like, but why doesn't he go
save AC Milan or something?
Shall I tell you but shall I say something though? Right, hot take of the night. I think they've forced him. Right, I don't think this is a Pep Guardiola. You know, happy to stay. All everything's rosy. Yeah. I think he's assessed the situation, looked at all the drama scenarios, different blah, 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 charges, where his team are. Yeah, I think they've really, really kind of changed his mind, pressured him into changing his mind. Now, we know that doesn't always usually be the best way of extending. So that's the glimmer of hope that I'm clinging on to. Maybe it's nothing, but it's something, right? So I'm thinking that the fact that he's been forced to, or he's kind of been changing his mind. Let's see how it goes for the next 2 years. As far as Slot's concerned, Slot's a little boy, man, compared to these big dogs, man, who are in the Premier League right now.
I don't think you can force Pep Guardiola into doing anything.
You know what I mean? Not force, but you know, really.
Barcelona, he left there on his own accord, went and had a year out. He went to Bayern Munich, left there on his own accord, went to the City job. You just got to admit he fell in love with it, man. Once this football club touches your heart, you know what I mean? It's different, mate. You know what I mean? 10 years, Pep Guardiola. It was a stepping stone appointment, apparently. He was going to come to Man City. What did that house and say? Eddie Howe was going to ride him all over town and shit like that. And then he was going to disappear in the sunset. Well, that didn't happen, lads. And it's not happening anytime soon. And if you've watched that City documentary, the new one, they've gone a bit deep on Pep. You've seen a different side to him. And yeah, man. Listen, he's our leader, and we're back on the battlefield. The shields are up, and the army at the gate, man.
Do you know, like last season where there was that
the 115, the 115,
the one, yeah, the Chargers. Do you remember the turning point where everyone said this is
the siege mentality? Yeah,
the siege mentality. Do you think this is that moment in the season where you go?
Yeah, he's been cute. He's been cute with it. Like he knows the timings and everything, so he's come out and done it, and it's a reset, you know. His players, he watched that thing the other night, and last season there was times where he was questioning the players' mentality, and he was saying to him, "You've got to believe you're champions. If you doubt in yourself, look on your shirt. You got a gold badge in the centre of his shirt." And he was saying little things like this. Then they went to Saudi Arabia, came back, and then it sort of changed a little bit. And we've not started great, but people don't realise that last season we lost 3 on the bounce as well in the league. We wasn't the same last year, but then we got going. This is why, from my point of view, it's always about keeping tabs on Liverpool within grabbing distance. Don't let Liverpool get too far in front where they can afford to lose a couple of games and still be ahead. That was always my angle. But the big thing is, going on to this weekend, we've got to win. 100% got to win. Don't care if it's 1-0, we've got to win. Stop the rot. Get back to winning ways and start getting that momentum going, and I think we will do.
What do you like? Obviously, you know more than anyone, but what do you get the feeling like in terms of Pep? I actually thought this would be it for him, but a 2-year. I mean, do you think he's trying to get closer to that Sir Alex stuff, or do you think it's just a case of another 2 years? Let's see where the football world's at. Is actually I don't think he's entertaining managing Spain, but I guess maybe I don't know, even a return to that. What's his next step after City? Is there any rumors about it all?
I think he's always mentioned an international job. He wouldn't take the Spain job, I don't think, but the Brazil job is always interested in him and things like that. But,
is that definite though? Because he did play for Spain though. Like, so is it definite that he said?
Yeah,
he wouldn't
but
manage?
I just don't think he'd want that. I think he wants to. He likes to be out of his comfort zone a little bit. I feel like I feel like the England job was a real possibility for him. I feel, but I just think this Man City journey's not over for him, and I feel like he's got to do more. And I feel like he wants to do that 10 years at a football club and stuff. And he's just. Listen, he's so important to everything we do, the mentality and everything. But he's always said if he ever saw that the hunger was gone in the players, then that'd be the time. And that was my big worry this season. I thought they don't look the same side. If Pep takes a look at his squad and thinks I've took this squad as far as I can do, I can't be arsed doing another rebuild. I'm going to go. And I thought that was on the cards. And then it was only beginning of the season when I said the same guy told me he was 100% leaving as told me they're trying to get him to stay. So something changed somewhere. And he's obviously got a little bit of fire back in his belly. And maybe this little patch has made him more determined that he wants to go out on a high. Imagine if City had finished third or fourth this season, he'd walked away in the distance. Maybe he's thinking like that. But listen, I don't care. He signed a 2-year deal. He's the best manager in the world.
Do you think if you were top right now in Liverpool's position, do you think he would have still signed it? Or do you think that's part? Because, you know, the motivation part of it is he's mentioned before how Mourinho's tested him, how Klopp's tested him. Do you think it's a case of he's looking at the game state now in terms of the league, a lot of, you know, question marks about City? Do you think if he was first, he might have just let it ride? Or do you think part of it is Slot hitting the ground running, maybe the last couple, well, I say last year, Arteta pushing him close? Do you think that's partly to play, or it was?
I don't think we'll ever know. I don't think we'll ever know. Like you say, there was the word coming out of the club beginning of the season was it was his last year. And then it started to change a little bit. They're trying to persuade him to stay. Then we're hearing rumblings of Haaland signing a new deal and Rodri signing a new deal, etc., etc. So, you know, there's a lot of big things going on at the club. The big expansion, the stadium expansion, the hotel, the mega, all that shit going on around there is all being built. So the club's driving forward. You know what I mean? They've got this cloud over their head with the charges and that. They're in court now as we speak. Bring it on. You know what I mean? No, we ain't slowing down. Nobody's slowing down at Man City. They ain't stopping it in case anything happens. It's the full steam ahead. The signing contracts. Pep's not got a clause in his contract to say it's come out today. There's no clause if you get relegated or anything. He's there to stay 2 years. Erling Haaland, it wouldn't sign a deal, would it? If he had them clouds. So I think it's going to be bad news for you lot. You know, I think there's a lot of fans out there who are sat in the bedroom playing with themselves over 115 charges, a little comfort blanket and that. You know, and I feel like your comfort blanket's going to get ripped up and fucking slung in the bin soon, and you've got nothing else for it. So suck them tears up, you know, dry your eyes, concentrate on your own football team. Don't use Pep Guardiola and Man City as a distractionary tactic because your team's shit. And yeah, get your bed sheets out, go and protest against the roof leaking, whatever you want to do at your club, go and do it. But leave our club alone. We've got Pep Guardiola,
wait, I just clocked.
and we're having it. Yeah.
Why us? Leave us out of this.
He took your side.
I think I just realized the most important.
Can you imagine this, Turkish? Imagine this, yeah? Poor Saeed stood outside the mega store, yeah, with his bed sheet. We want the Glazers out. And Culture Cam is sat up in fucking Joe Glazer's office with a cup of cappuccino, looking out the window, thinking, what's he doing out there with his bed sheet, man?
Like him and HP
you know
and all of them, man. Just look at it down there.
You know what I mean? I know that guy, but I'm not saying out to Joe Glazer because I might lose my pass. So I'm just going to crack it. I don't know that guy there. You want to get him slung. Poor Saeed's getting marked up Matt Busby way with his bed sheet, and Culture Cam's having another volleyball and up there with
Listen. I actually don't think. I think the most important thing is actually City deciding if they're going to rebuild here. I think this is basically them saying they're going to give him a lot of money and they're going to rebuild. I don't actually think. I think if Pep left now, like even if City left with the title, I remember when Alex Ferguson left. Fergie had been there obviously way longer, and he's way older. So you can say like exhausted or whatever. But the squad that we left behind wasn't the greatest, which as we learned. So, and I even think this Man City team, you're looking at like KDB's aging, and you're looking at some of the changes. You never know what post ACL Rodri is going to be like. Gundogan is there, he's aging. So I think City have got a few. I don't think Doku, and we'll see with Savinho, but you're looking at Kyle Walker's aging. So you're looking at the City team and it needs freshening up, to be honest. So I think that's where the most important thing is for City. Pep staying is important, but it's now time, I think, Man City have to go big, because as much as, yes, City spend money and they bought Jack Grealish and they bought Haaland for a lot of money, but, well, Haaland on the books isn't a lot of money, but hey, we know. And then, so after that, like, they haven't really gone crazy, like too crazy in the market, in my opinion. Like, where's their
but that's the thing. I
signing?
think
So
the reason why they didn't was obviously it was on the cards that he was leaving. So it was obvious that they were stacking up for the new coach to spend. But this is why I don't think it's.
I don't buy that.
This is why I don't think that it's all bed of roses like Steve's making out. I do think there's quite a bit of a job to do now. I don't think it's the same team. I don't think it's the same squad of like the last 3-4 years. There are cracks in this squad, and there is a rebuild to do. And they've shown
100%.
in their last 4 or 5 buys that the level of buys haven't been great. Like, jury's out on Doku, jury's out on Grealish still. Savinho, Kovacic, Nunes.
Grealish?
Now.
I heard he was a success.
But the point being is Haaland was a bona fide success because Haaland.
Jesus is a success.
But all the rest, Gvardiol's been a success. But amongst the last 6-7 buys, majority of them I'd say have been not great successes. So there's no certified way of saying we're going to buy loads and we're going to be great again. No, it's going to be a test of Pep's coaching that's going to be key to the success of the next 2 years.
Now he's signed, I look at it like for example, Doku and Savinho. I think it's very early for Savinho. It's only a few months, and Doku you can say the same. It's a year and a bit. But I think in the summer now, if he goes and brings in a Musiala or a Wirtz, or we're thinking along those lines with him, that player probably gets better out of a Doku and Savinho. So it's like at the moment it looks like a lot of these transfers have, and this is Pep's history though. How often does he really get things wrong?
But it's not him though. It's not just him. When we say it's Pep, it's not really him, right? Steve has alluded to it, and we all know about it. They Man City put Tixi Barikstaran, or whatever his surname is, in place. They put him in place 1 year before Pep came in. We've seen the Man City doc with the structure that they have behind the scenes when it comes to selecting a player. So I don't think it's necessarily, Pep's not getting it right or wrong in the transfer window. I think as a collective, they need to actually go back to what made Man City great, which was even when you're dominant, you're bringing in a Riyad Mahrez, you're bringing in like a Laporte in January, you're bringing in like top players for already top core. I don't think we've seen that from Man City over the last couple of years. I think what we've seen is Man City's better players get older. We've seen some of Man City's better players leave the club, right? And the players that have come in, they've not been to the level. They've not been to the level. And if that continues, even if Pep stays, right, the margin of error gets smaller and smaller and smaller, because there's only so much you can last on this guy's quality as a manager before the lack of quality in the squad catches up with it. So for me,
you look around and what he's competing with. I mean, look, Liverpool are on fire this season, but Salah and Van Dijk and they're going into their final years at the top level, and Arsenal seemingly have regressed this season in terms of what we've been doing the last couple. So Pep's working from a platform where that he doesn't necessarily have to produce 100-point side anymore.
I was just gonna say, I'd say the points needed to win the title for all of us is not looking at high 90s again. I think everyone's come down a peg or two, including City. Liverpool are nowhere near the finished article. I know we've had a great start. Arsenal have regressed. City haven't looked the same. It gives a chance, dare I say it, for the likes of Amrim and I don't know whoever else comes into the league to make a challenge. I mean, look,
does it?
It gives a chance to catch up, not catch up, but lessen the gap. Because at the moment,
now you're understanding. Thank you.
Right now, the gap's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. Now I know because I rate Amrim big time, but These mans have been like doing drip streams on him, like checking his drip out and shit. Yeah, celebrating. Oh my god, he's
Prada jacket and
oh my god,
Valentino.
he's wearing this. Yeah, so you know what I mean. So
Yeah, it's fucking weird that.
their levels of delusion we know, innit? But they're starving. They've been fasting this Ramadan all year round for these brothers for the last 4 or 5 years. So they have reasons to be start eating now because they're so hungry. They're so hungry. They're looking at man's.
Wait, how has this always come to Man United, bro?
Why did you say when I said
yeah, because I was
Arsenal,
talking about others and you went
Don't try
Yeah.
it. Don't worry.
Let me say why I said
No, the only reason I said you could start on United because I was mentioning everyone and you went because like I didn't mean United per se. I meant Arsenal, whoever, Newcastle, if they want to do something, Villa. Do you know what I mean? But Man United went and then I had to talk about your drip, man, not your drip, but Cameron's drip, man.
Man, they drip check on the manager.
They
That's
don't drip
mad.
check, man. They coach. This is how hungry these fuckers are, man. They are
Someone tell
doing drip
Posty, man.
checks.
Copyright, man. What's going
Listen,
on?
when Pep is nicely dressed on the touchline, we all appreciate it, don't we? When Arteta wears his nice little long coat, we all appreciate it, don't we? Now let's appreciate Amorim, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's appreciate what he's wearing. So,
yeah, but when you're bouncing about in 13th, you know what I mean? You can't be wearing gear like that, you know what I mean? You might as well get it off the market, mate. No one gives a fuck. When you're top of the league and you're wearing CP company, that's just in case anyone needs sparking out. So Pep can do what he wants. You know what I mean? But Amorim, he needs to stick to Primark, yeah, and where his team are, that Primark level at 13th, and then eventually he'll get up to like Selfridges and that, and then flannels. Get a bit of nice clobber and that. Don't just bounce in there best dressed. There's not a best dressed competition in the Premier League. You don't win a trophy. You know what I mean? You don't win a trophy for that.
Yeah, you know, when Ten Hag walked in, he walked in with the worst Adidas trainers I've ever seen. And then he walked in with a suit that looked like his dad's or something. So now they got to know, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, there's levels here where I'm a smart man. I'm clean.
GRIZZ is right, man. Man are starving, man. Man are starving, but they're clean.
And we're talking about the signings of Pep made, yeah? And,
yes, I'm saying you're starving. You're absolutely starving. You're Hank Marvin, bro.
Well, listen, right? You cannot say that we are starving.
You are
cannot
starving.
say that we are starving because you are in the same position. You know when I'm looking at the table, do you know the first team I'm looking to knock off? It's you boys.
Knock us, bro.
So you don't start talking now. When I'm looking at that table, it's you boys. Shout me in 2 weeks.
That's fine. Come and knock us off.
Shout me in 2 weeks.
Right, 2 weeks.
Bro, these man thinks if Spurs are 10th, do you really think I give a shit? If we go down to 12? It's the same.
You do.
No. I'm saying, listen, of course I give a shit. I'm saying there's no difference between 10th and 12th. It's still crap to me either way. So you saying, we're gonna knock you off 10th.
That's your level. That's your relative level. It makes no difference to you.
Well, it's clearly not because we didn't finish 10th last season. So that's one. But the point I'm making to you is this: you are clearly starving. This guy has not done anything in the Man United in the Man United job as of yet. Like, you need to give him time. It's the same shit Saeed does all the time. Man are clinging on to his literally his coattails. You're clinging on to his coattails. I'm talking about drip, all of this shit, bro. It's waffle, it's irrelevant. And the thing is, you of all people as a Man United fan, the turnover of managers you've had in the last couple of years, you of all people, you Mr. Knowledgeable.
It's almost the same as you boys.
Mr. People's Champ, you should know better than anybody not to get so giddy, so happy, so excited. You should know better than anybody to let shit materialize. Let him land, let him materialize. This
is the problem. This is the problem. A happy Man United fan base always upsets people.
Did I say you should be sad?
Hold on.
Did I say you should be sad?
Let me say something.
I said, why am I clinging on to his drip?
Anytime a Man United...
Let me tell you something. Balenciaga, he's so serious.
Anytime Man United fans are remotely happy, anytime United fans just like, life is okay, you know, like let's see if the future's bright. We always get little people in our ear like, man, pipe down, man, pipe down. Listen, I can understand it from Steve, champions and all of that. Liverpool doing their thing.
Here we go.
Arsenal,
you ain't won a trophy, so you can't go. Here we go.
But you can't though.
Why can't we? We came to your ground. We came to your ground and took a shit on your face, right? Why can't we do this? Oh my God. It was so bad. We came to your ground and literally took a shit in your face. But you're telling me I can't speak to you about the way you're getting giddy about your plans.
The thing is, we play you. When do we play you? We play you in the Carabao Cup, don't we? Coming up.
Yeah.
Don't we play you in the Carabao Cup? Tobes, you better win that game. Tobes, you better win that game.
Yeah, you're right. We better. If we don't win that game, there's going to be help.
More. Tobes,
we need it more. I
agree.
We need it more.
So
there's
you
going to
better
be help
get it done because
if Tottenham don't win that game.
when you're knocking us around and we have Ten Hag, hey, when you're knocking us around,
so you can't try that Uno reverse
listen,
trick with me.
when you're knocking us around,
verbatim,
let me speak.
Spurs have to win that game.
You know that, right? So make sure you get it done, because when you're celebrating this doesn't matter. Do you know what matters? The table is gonna matter.
I'm not celebrating anything.
Hold on. And winning trophies is gonna matter. So you can celebrate right now the 3-0 or whatever that you gave us. I actually thank you. I needed Ten Hag out of this club. That was one result that we really, really needed. However, you know what's important: winning trophies. Spurs don't win them.
Agreed.
We've already won the Carabao. We've already won the FA Cup. So don't be talking all giddy now.
Then you should have kept.
And then when we play you, I go on your channel and see you trying to blow up airports. Don't do that, because if we beat you again, if we beat you and knock you out of the cup, don't you know I'm coming back here, right here. You know I'm coming back right here.
This is so funny. This is so funny because not once have I tried to divert any pressure away from Tottenham. No, I didn't. I literally said to you, whatever you're saying, times 10 it for me. We must win that game of football. Failure is not an option for me. We must beat you at home. You are trying to make it out.
Get it done.
I'm not. Exactly. We should get it done. If we don't get it done, there's going to be hell to pay. There's going to be murders. All I'm saying to you is when it comes to Ruben Amorim, you can be excited about the managerial hiring.
Yes.
But when I'm seeing man say stuff like, oh, I know he's going to be serious because of his drip. What the hell is that, man?
Look, you see,
bro.
See, this is what I mean. You see, when they start taking the fun and they start turning it into serious,
you know, when they start listening to what I'm saying and taking it seriously.
Like, you know, when Arne Slot came in and we started saying, "Oh, he's old like Ten Hag," so it is what it is. You see, he's taking it too literal. He's taking it too literal. But this is what they do.
Literal.
They don't like seeing United fans happy, bro.
Just like I just happy. Move in silence too literal.
I'm gonna show you how to.
First and foremost,
I'm gonna show you how to deal with Ipswich, because I know you guys couldn't do that 2 weeks ago. So we'll show you how to deal with Ipswich. And as I said, the first team we're looking at in the table to surpass and lap is you boys. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So shout me in 2 weeks.
That means nothing to me, bro.
It means nothing to me.
If we were fourth and you're trying to get ahead of us into third, calm. If this was a cup final, if this is the game in 3 weeks, calm. But you're talking about leaping ahead of the 10th.
It's ladders. You got to climb the ladder.
Please.
You don't have to climb the ladder.
Let's move on, please.
No,
this is honestly, I'm embarrassed to say that I'm actually arguing about going from 12th to 10th. Please allow it.
Who? Spurs. So that's the thing, though. That's what I'm saying.
No, bro. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by two things. One, I'm embarrassed by the defeats that Tottenham have had this season in the position we're in, and two, I'm even embarrassed that you're actually you actually have the cheek to say we're coming for you first, as if that's an achievement, bro. We're underperforming. We're literally underperforming. It means nothing.
It's ladders. It's stepping stones. It's stepping stones. We gotta knock you out the way, don't we? We gotta knock you out the way.
He said talk to him in 2 weeks. He said talk to him in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and then we're looking at certain man later. Do you know what I'm saying? But we'll talk soon.
2 weeks. We'll pick this up.
2 weeks, 3 weeks. Let's talk.
But Tobes, I wanna stick with you for a sec, because obviously the Pep stuff, you probably didn't have much of a say on it, but you're the first team that a rejuvenated City fan base are playing this weekend. I guess, you know, when you look at it like that. I think someone mentioned the siege mentality you used last year when the 115 stuff came in and what that done for them, or the year before, I forgot when it was. Are you like more worried about this game now, equally worried? Because I know you was kind of, you know, not dreading it, but your form hasn't been great. So going away to City ain't the best of places to be going right now.
Doesn't really change much for me. I mean, they'll be galvanized, but it doesn't really change much for me. I wasn't really going into this thinking Tottenham were going to win the game, but I'll tell you this for free. Make no mistake about it. Pep Guardiola could sign a 5-year deal. That defense is shipping goals for fun. That defense is getting caught in transition for fun. And it's going to be the same thing on Saturday. The only difference is, are we going to be able to withstand what they're going to throw at us? We're going to concede. They're going to concede. It's going to be a shootout. And in a shootout, I will back the team with better and bigger guns to win the shootout. And that's what's going to happen probably on Saturday. But this whole thing about, oh, Pep galvanizing Man City. Listen, I want Man City to win the league. Everyone knows that. But I'm not a muck. I'm looking at this Man City team, and they're very beatable. This is a very beatable Man City team. And until certain players in that team step up and start playing to the standard that they're apparently on, I'm looking at Bernardo Silva. I'm looking at, and this could be the commentator's curse, because for all I know, they could come into
You've had this
crazy
quite a bit
bit
as
of
well.
form on Saturday. But it's the truth. Even irrespective of Tottenham, in order for Man City to win this league, they need players like Foden to step up. They need players like Bernardo Silva to step up. They need their entire back line to step up. I got told of generational John Stones about how he's scoring last-minute goals. How about some defending, buddy? Ruben Diaz, how about some defending, buddy? Akanji, Ake. They've been injured, so fair play to them. But I'm
Diaz
just like,
is injured. Stones is injured.
yeah, where are they?
Stones is back. Diaz is injured. Ake's injured. We're ready, man. We're ready.
So for me, it's like, okay, cool. They probably will beat Tottenham on the weekend, but doesn't mean anything to me. I need them to beat whoever it is at the top of the table to the league title. So this Saturday, I think we got a chance of getting some goals. And to be honest, I actually wouldn't discount Tottenham from getting a point out of this game. I wouldn't. I actually would not discount Tottenham from getting a point out of this game. So let's see.
Where do you stand on Ange?
He's got to deliver. That's where I stand on Ange. He's got to deliver.
In or out? Do you want him out or what?
I don't want him out. I just said I don't want him out. He's got to deliver. End of discussion.
Because you sound defeated, bro. What the hell?
No,
that's what I'm saying. You're at a defeated stage of the season already. The way you're just saying, yeah, they're just gonna come and beat us. And actually, I'm happy they are, but they just need to go and beat the other lot on top of us. You're already at a defeated stage. If you've reached that stage, when I want him out.
I don't think, no, it's not about wanting the manager out. I don't think this team has the quality to finish in the top 4 this season. I said that before. When I saw it's
not about top 4. It's about having some professional pride. You're talking like you got no professional pride anymore. You're talking.
What are you talking about? What do you mean no professional pride?
Bro, you're talking about 10th. You're sitting 10th. You're casually just saying, yeah, we're gonna lose. I want City to win anyway.
Okay, so what you want me to lie?
Blah blah blah.
You want me to lie?
No, but what I'm saying is you're so defeated. Spurs, even at their worst, Tobes, you've watched Spurs in the last 5 years. Even when you're not on form or whatever, you have been Man City's bogey team.
And what did I just say at the end?
Look at the way you're talking. You're talking like you don't even have a chance. Like it's not even possible to get a result.
Why are you waffling? Why are you waffling? I literally just told you it's going to be a shootout. They're going to.
And what did you say? We're probably going to lose. We're going to see some goals. The team with more quality are going to win.
So how does that?
You're defeated. That's what I'm saying.
How does we're probably going to lose mean you're not even going to put up a fight? That doesn't even make sense.
With the same words, you said, yeah, you don't mind if you lose to them, just to hope that they go and beat the teams above you. That's defeatist. You're defeated.
When did I say I don't mind?
You did say that. Go back. You said that.
I didn't say I don't mind.
All I'm saying is, if it was against like Arsenal, then I'd understand it a little bit more. You guys don't get the greatest results, but you lot are known for being Man City's bogey team. Didn't you lot beat Man City earlier this season in the cup? And the way you're talking, I'm thinking, wow, like you're defeated. It's like you got no hope. So that's why I'm just asking you, what's going on with your manager? Like, are you sure you're 100% in? Because I've never seen you this defeed. That's all I'm saying.
That's a lie. I've been worse.
That's what I'm saying, Tony.
I don't know.
It's a lot worse than this.
What's so funny? What's so funny is you're trying to do what you normally do. Your normal.
Oh my God!
It's the truth. You're trying to do you're trying to do your cams. You're trying to do your cams mind games, and it's not working. It's literally not working.
Bro,
I'm gonna stick to what I've said because I watched my team. I've watched Man City. I've seen this script a million times. I've literally just told you I will not be shocked if Tottenham go there and get a point. I've just said that. It's a tall order to go there and win. It's a tall order to go there and win with the absences that we have.
This is where I was gonna go. This is where I was gonna go, Tobs. You know what? Look from the outside, and bring in some analysis to this shouting match. All right. What I was gonna say is the way your team's got like Van der Ven is a standout injury. Like, if anyone's got the recovery pace, if you're going to play a highlight, try to squeeze Man City in and try to make them play high line as well and then catch them. If anyone was suited to that game, would have been Van der Ven. Now, you're probably, unless you tell me otherwise, going to play Dragostin instead, right?
Yes, and I know what you're gonna say about him. I know.
But did you get my point? So that's a walking, talking disaster, right? Next to
It's very
Romero.
harsh. But he was stink. He was
No, but
crap.
it will be. It will be now. And the form of Maddison, man. If Maddison was playing at the top of his game, then this is the kind of game where Maddison's vision and breaking that high line through to the likes of Son and Brennan Johnson would have been vital. But I think there's doubts even if he starts, right? Am I wrong? Or maybe
he should start. But again, that's on the manager. That's not on me. Maddison should start.
He's not started the last two, is it?
He didn't start against Villa. He didn't start against Ipswich.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? So and City, I read Steve are back. Like De Bruyne's back, Stones is back. Who was the other one? Diaz is back.
No, Diaz he's not back.
Who's back?
He's not
Stones.
back. Oh,
no, he's not back. Savino's back. So we've got a few back. Better. We've been in better shape than what we was. And like you say, I feel like this announcement and everything about it, it's a reset. This is our reset.
If it wasn't, if this break didn't happen, the international break and Pep's announcement, this would have been another awkward game for Man City. Tobes is right. This would have been a very awkward game. Now,
listen, as a Man City fan, I'll tell you the truth. Sometimes
the crowd will be up for it.
You need a kick in the bollocks. Yeah. And City get one every year off someone. And it brings the people down a peg and it gets some players who are strolling around a little bit different. It makes them think. And we've had a good few kicking the balls the last few weeks. And some of them players have to look at themselves. They've gone away. The fans, some of the younger fans are fucking at right time. But now with this announcement, the momentum, a performance is what it needs. It's just a win. Yeah. Make it mad. We've got Rodri coming out on the pitch 5:15 with the Ballon d'Or, fucking all that bullshit, get the crowd revved up. And we just got to go for it. And I think City will win. City will win. I don't care how they win. I feel like we win. And we just need to build the momentum. And that is all we need to do.
I think, look, Spurs have been, and I don't know how they've got some of the results they have. Like, it's true. It's mad how Spurs have taken City so close or been such a, what's the word? Like a pain in the weather. Yeah, team. But I just don't see it this week. It's just the timing and everything else. I would have, if this was 2 weeks ago, I would have said, you know what? Another wild west weekend. But this weekend, nah.
Let's see, man. Let's see. Listen, I think we could lose, but I'm actually going to predict a draw. I actually think we can get something out of this game. I really do. I really do. I think with the way they play and the way we play, there's something there for us. There really is something there for Tottenham. So let's see, man. Let's see.
In the next 4 games, someone's getting a slap, a big slap. Yeah. So I'm not telling you which one it's going to be. In the next 4 games, someone's getting it. I'm telling you now.
Oof. Save it for the game after Tottenham. We'll take that.
I'm telling you now, someone's getting it.
Give them one at Anfield. Why not? Let me see what Super does. A lot of United ones. I'm going to save them when we're moving over to the United segment, people, even though we've discussed heavily Ruben Amorim. Chidi says, I'm glad Pep is staying. He's the best manager in England and will prove all the doubters wrong once again when he smashes Sky Bet League 2 next season. There's a part of me that I want to see. I want to see that. I can't lie to you, but obviously, it's unlikely to happen. But imagine Pep and City have to work their way back up. They'd win it year on year. I mean, easy. They'd come back up.
Unbelievable shit.
Yeah,
that makes me a bit horny. That reading that.
that makes me a bit horny. That's crazy.
I'm ready for it, mate. I've told you my Kappa tracksuit. I mean, inflatable banana is in the cupboard. As soon as that happens, I'm breaking glass and I'm full Bert on, and I'm out there, mate. Bertie Magoo, the bit of blue is back, and we're back from the Dolphins, and we're going for it week in, week out. No problem.
Very different going Yeovil with 10 league titles under your belt compared to where
I know, and Erling Haaland up front.
Imagine 10 goals. All right, let's do another one here. I swear I had one. Here we are. Max says, every year in November, it's same old quote. City's transfer business hasn't been the same. Arteta this, slot that, Amorim. Don't know how he's in the convo. End of the year quote, we can't compete. Have some shame.
Exactly.
Big up Suji says, only thing better than Matisse versus Tobes is Tobes versus Cams. Come on. And Tax Evader says the Battle of Mid was a fight that took place in England 2024 between fans of two shit clubs, Top Spurs and United, respectively.
Bruh.
Why say respectively at the end? Like, what's the point of saying respectively after saying that?
Just reiterating the order.
Right.
Steve, is Rodri taking some recreational medicine during his recovery, making outrageous statements like CR7 had no talent?
I don't think that's what he said.
Rodri's sleeping tonight with a Ballon d'Or next to him on the pillow. He can say what the fuck he wants. Yeah, simple as that.
And an icy pollen pack to go with it, man. He's out for 12 months. Why not? Love United. Love United. Hey, there's a Turkish. Don't know if I missed that at the start, but what are your thoughts on Pep staying as an Arsenal fan? I'm not happy about it. I'm definitely not. I mean, I'm not happy about it. That's not to say that's due to respect. Pep is Pep is the best manager in the world. Forget the league. And we've seen another legendary manager come and go in this league and only managed to get one league title off him. Now, I always say Sir Alex is still the GOAT for me. But I saw Wenger take a few league titles off him. I saw Mourinho come in and take a couple league titles off him. Then I saw Man City, you know, here and there with, what was it, Mancini early on, and Pellegrini. So there was that, you know, you can see that you can support, you can take titles off Man United. With Man City, it's been very outside looking in against Liverpool. Near immaculate, 95, 97, 101, whatever it was. Those points difference is crazy. I'm frustrated because at a time where Man City have regressed year on year, we're not in a position to capitalize. Now, obviously, there's still a long way of the season to go, and a lot of fans still think we can get back in there. I don't think that. But if we don't capitalize now, and I say we, that probably includes Liverpool as well, with the squad, the talent and the ages, then I'm worried that Pep rejuvenates the side in the summer. And if Pep is given a summer with a healthy wallet, we know what he's done in the past. He's absolutely dominated against legendary managers in multiple leagues now. So am I happy that he's staying? No, I'm not. I would have loved to win it off him this year, but I'm not one to say let him stay 10 years so I can take one league title off him. He's a fucking legend. He's dominated the game. He's made it very difficult for any other system to come in and disrupt his order. In fact, he's probably the one that every 2, 3, 4 years he reinvents his own system, and everyone tends to follow that. So yeah, I'm not happy about it, but you know, our own house ain't in order at the moment for me to completely look at City and you know, look at Pep signing and say that's it for us. We still had an opportunity this season, and I still think we will have an opportunity with the squad we've got. But you know, it's an uphill task now, because it was one thing thinking a new manager comes in the summer and gets a Musiala. It's another thing Pep being able to get a Musiala or a like and then rebuild this side. So yeah, I'm not happy about it.
It's on Arsenal more though, man. I'm telling you, Grizz was just going on talking about, and Steve knows it, talking about City slowly, you know, getting worse a little bit. Arsenal should have capitalized in this period, bro. And I'm sure, I know you, Turkish man, you speak highly of, you got the standards. Or I don't buy this whole we can't win while Pep is here when it comes to Arsenal. Liverpool, fair enough. I mean, 97 points and stuff like that, fair enough. But Arsenal fans trying to kind of claw on to what Liverpool was saying, like, it's so hard to compete against Pep, it's so difficult. You guys haven't had it the worst of Pep, bro. You haven't had the worst of Pep. So when I look at Arsenal fans trying to jump on that, I'm like, stop begging it, bro. Leave it to Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal last season and the season before should have probably won the league. If Liverpool were in them positions when they had them Klopp teams, they would have won it. Unfortunately for them, they never got in them positions. Do you get what I'm trying to say? City were relentless, same way Liverpool were. But you guys, I don't really buy it. It's not the same. It's not because Pep is amazing. He has to go and win the league. But it's not so much that, it's because Pep is so good. It's almost as much as Arteta and Arsenal just can't get it done. That's how I see it.
22-23, it was nothing to do with Pep. You know, a lot would argue the Saliba injury, Tomiyasu injury caused it. But, you know, you're not going to have your strongest side. And it was down to the way we reacted to that. And it wasn't good enough. Southampton, West Ham, Liverpool, Man City 4-1, all in the last 8 games of the season. So that was on us. Last season, I look at it and I say, I mean, we was near immaculate for the second half of the season, and City were just a bit more, perfect in their run. So I get you though. This season in particular, Cams, the season of expectation, the year-on-year summer where Man City have regressed. I said it. They brought back Gundogan. I wasn't scared of that. Gundogan's a top player, and he's a legend for the club, and he's helped them win titles. But to bring him back just indicated a different City. Usually, you look at City and you're in awe of their windows. The last two, it's been Mahrez and Gundogan out. Then Gundogan comes back. Alvarez is gone. So it hasn't been great. The onus was on us this season to go in and put the necessary pressure, the gap, if they do, drop points early on, and we haven't. That's what I'm vexed about that.
I got some breaking news. I got some breaking news. Pep Guardiola reveals recent changes led to him changing his mind. Yeah, so he says, "I felt I could not leave now. Simple as that. Maybe the 4 defeats was the reason. We deserved the chance after 4 defeats in a row to bounce back and try to turn the situation around. Since the beginning of the season, I've been thinking a lot. I want to be honest. I thought this would be my last season." So he had said it's going to be his last season. But the problems we've had in the last few months, I felt now was not the time to leave. I didn't want to let the club down. So we pretty much all agree that he did change his mind. It's not like he was always going to sign this. He literally changed his mind. Like,
he's concentrating on the wrong 4 in a row. Concentrate on the 4 in a row you won and leave, man. Why are you concentrating on the 4 L's and saying I got to stay, bro?
So let's see.
I think that's the super chats for City done, if I'm not mistaken. There's a couple on the Tottenham. Actually, let's get this one in. Adash says, watching 10th versus 13th argue is like watching 2 homeless men argue whose blanket is warmer. Both could reach semis of Europa and
for long,
and then be knocked out.
Just can understand it.
Cool. Predictions: Man City, Tottenham. Let me just get the prediction table up, just so I got the order in place. So Saeed's top. I've got his predictions ready. I'm in second. Tobes is in third. Matisse in fourth. Steve's in fifth, and Grizz is in sixth. Cool.
Come back week.
Man City, Tottenham. Saeed's gone with 3-1 Man City.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I'm going with. I was gonna go 3. I'm gonna go 4-1 Man City. I just think they're gonna, that smoking you talked about, Steve. I just think it's lined up this weekend, if I'm honest. Haaland hat-trick probably, and the rest is history. Tobes.
I'm probably gonna go 2-2.
2-2. You hear that, Cams? 2-2. He's going for a point away at the Etihad, brother.
I'm happy he got pressured into it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I didn't get pressured into shit.
You weren't talking like that earlier.
I literally said it at the end of my rant. What are you talking about? It's there.
Say no more, man. Say no more.
Don't worry, man. When it's Man United's turn, we gonna talk. We gonna talk. I ain't talking about no fucking Ipswich as well. Yeah.
Matisse has gone 3-1 Man City as well. Steve.
Fuck's sake, man. Everyone's gone for the same score.
3-0. Fair.
3-0. Clean sheet, Grizz.
Good luck with that.
Everyone's got to do 3-1. I was not going to let anyone change my mind about 3-1. But it looks
There's
like
only a couple, though. So only Said and Matisse out of
What did you say?
I said 4-1. I changed mine to 4-1.
Oh, you said 4-1. I'm going to go 2-0.
2-0. You changed up completely. Clean sheet, 2 goals. That's all wins. Cams, what's yours for Man City, Tottenham? Let me note it down.
Man City, Tottenham. I'm gonna go. Where is it? Etihad, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 3-1 City.
Cool. 3-1 City. Cool. That one's out of the way. Let me just double check. City super chats, Tottenham super chats. No. And Joey said earlier on, Turkish needs to stop saying sorry when it's a never changing theme regarding the lateness. But I mean, you're right. It hasn't changed across the years, but I still got to apologize, brother. Imagine I just came 21 minutes later and said, everyone go fuck themselves, whatever. And what would that do for the brand and the engagement and the love for the love? There wouldn't be not much love left for the love. So we've got to apologize. And it's never on purpose as well. Like I said, it was first time we tried to do an 8 p.m. stream. So I guess it's people getting their heads around that. And we had to launch Tobes' acting career as well. Big up Hello Fresh, scan the code, people. Next game on the list. Well, actually, next game. we kind of talked about the Amorim stuff as well. Who have Man United got? They've got Ipswich away.
Come on, man. Do we really need to talk about this? Come on.
We don't, but we've got quite a few super chats on the Man United
Yeah,
side.
run the super chats. Run the super
Cam's
chats.
is away. Well, Cam's is off now. So let's move on to another fixture. Let's go to. We've done Man City top of the table. Let's do both Arsenal and Liverpool. Let's start with Arsenal because we've got the more difficult tie, Forest at the Emirates. I say more difficult. Listen, Forest have been on great form this year. Second best defense in the league, if I'm not mistaken, behind Liverpool. They've beaten Liverpool. They've got some good results this year, but I don't give a shit. It's time to win games again, and we have to start winning this Saturday. No disrespect to Forest, but regardless of how they've started the season, we have to turn it around. I'm not looking at that Chelsea game and saying, it's an improved performance. Let's improve on it again. We're in a situation now where our performance needs a 360 turn into a much better direction. So we're at home. Notoriously, last couple of years, we've been better away in terms of control and dominance. We've been a bit shaky at home. We concede more often or sillier goals at home than we do away. But I just think, it's now or never. If we drop points again this weekend, then like I said on AFTV, even the Robbies and the Cecils and the most optimistic fans in the fan base would concede that it's too much. Trossard's out, I think. But again, no excuses. Havertz up top, Saka, Martinelli.
Blessing in disguise for you.
Actually, Saka's got a late fitness test. I expect him to be fit. Big up Zinchenko, who thought he was releasing some big secret saying, injured players still, get ready and walk in to trick the opposition. That's been going on for years. I don't know why the hell that's news, but international break. Midfield would be interesting. Rice broken toe. He won't recover in 2 weeks. I would start Partey, Marino, and Odegaard. If I'm honest, that's what I would do. We played better against Chelsea when Marino came on, and we want to give Rice. Listen, he's been not his usual self. I won't say he's been poor. He's been okay, and that's
he's been poor.
Well, okay, poor, whatever, poor, okay. It's not good enough, regardless.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, he's been poor, but the Arsenal's problem has been creativity, and I don't look at Rice for creativity. So
yeah, but Rice hasn't even been that good defensively as well. So
no, he hasn't. I mean, it's been okay generally. Like it's poor, okay. I don't care. It's not good enough, bro.
He's been super mid.
Okay,
there you go.
He's been what?
He's been super mid. Let's land on that.
Yeah? Super mid's probably worse than poor, brother. About super mid. And defensively, we're good, man. Ben White's out for 8-12 weeks, but Timber's there. Calafiori should be back, so our back four should be looking healthy. I'm going for an Arsenal win. I mean, the GRIZZ, I want to go to you next. I mean, Arsenal should win this. You've played Nottingham Forest. Do you see another upset on the cards from them, or do you think
I just think this reset, this 2 weeks that have come in, have probably, hopefully not, but probably sort of stopped this rot at Arsenal and City. I think it's given a chance to recoup all your players. You stopped loads of players from going on international duty. Arteta made that very open and clear. No one's going away. Everyone's pretending they've got injuries. I think most of your injuries are all back now, cleared up. I even heard Trossard's not even injured. Like he came off for Belgium, but apparently it's not serious. Yeah, look, the law of averages suggests that you're a good team. Just like we spoke about City, you'll be rejuvenated and you should come back and win. Forest can be stubborn. Forest can be tricky. They've got a couple of players that are like me, Stephen Said, and a team of the season. And we were like nominating 3-4 players from Forest in every conversation, in every part of the pitch, which suggests that they've got a few form players. So I think it's going to be a good little game. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I expect Arsenal to come out on top. Obviously, you got to get your selection right. A few issues in terms of who you play up front.
There's no issues. But we ain't got options, brother. You got Havertz up top. If it's not Havertz, it's Jesus. Yeah, that's just, I mean, do you call that options? And then
it's not great options, but it's options, innit? He's got to make the right call. Okay, what I mean by that, he's got to make the right calls. Like, he's got to pick the right players in the right positions, because some Arsenal fans are saying, oh, he's playing not in the position, or he should be getting a start, or give him a chance. So, calls for Waneri. I keep saying his name wrong. Waneri.
But Odegaard's back, so.
Odegaard's back, exactly. You know, Partey, is he going to continue at right back? No, because Ben White's back, isn't he? And then, you know,
Nah,
you're
Ben White's
out.
Operation, 3 months,
Ben
2
White's
3
out.
months.
So there is a couple of calls to be made, and he's got to make sure he makes the right ones. I think Forest will be stubborn, but once you get that first goal, if Forest get that first goal,
that's massive.
It could get sticky because of the momentum and the form and the mood you're in. But if you get the first goal, then I think it'll be the lift that Emirates needs and you lot need.
Yeah, well, we need to win, and I think it's not one of. Obviously, the result is the most important, but we need to see a bit more attacking impetus. That we need to bring the fear factor.
It'd be a good test for you.
Yeah.
To see like if you're back in form and whatnot, you know, because you know I agree with you that you got to win, but I think you got to show something as well, like in terms of, you know, because they're gonna park the bus, and you need to show something that you've got that flair and, you know, dynamism that you had last year back, because you haven't had it this year so far.
And that's where
Forest got slapped off Newcastle at home 3-1.
Yeah.
They've had a little bit of a taste, and like you say, these breaks, some teams need it. City needed it. Some teams have got a bit of momentum and don't want it. They've had a fantastic start. The Emirates is going to be tough for them, but I feel Arsenal have got, like you say, the pressure's there now earlier than when it was last season. You know, if even the fans are talking about another defeat for Arsenal,
this big.
So they've got to win, but they've got to make sure they don't throw the kitchen sink at it like they did a few times last year and get caught and daft results. These are the results when they start to feel it, where it can get daft. But I think Arsenal will win. I do. I feel like they'll get it over the line.
Yeah, I forgot about that last result, 3-1, and that was at Forest as well, isn't it? So
away from home, they're quite good, but at the City ground, it's a bit mad. But they've always got that pace. Alanga, Hudson-Odoi, you know, they've always got that. They can dig in and then they can catch you on that break and they can hurt you. You know what I mean? That's why you've got to be careful. That they're made for us at the minute, because any team that can do that at the minute against us, they're going to get chances. But Arsenal, I think the defense is strong. They've just not got to go too gung-ho. They've got to be patient. You know what I mean? You've got to be patient.
If Calafiori's fit, yeah, confident. If Zinchenko plays, that's where what you said about the wingers and the pacing behind, they can really take advantage.
You know that he switches off. He's there for the taking. Sometimes he gets caught in no man's land, and then balls over the top of him or through him. He's crazy. Yeah.
But still, get the win. That's it. Full stop.
Who are you playing? Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, at Emirates.
Oh, and you guys are better away from home these days, no?
Well, generally last 2 years we have been.
That's a tough game. Forest are flying. They lost their last game, I think, but they're flying, no?
Yeah, they're up there. I think same points as us, or 1 point behind, if not same points. So they're doing well, beating Liverpool. But again, bro,
you like drop points there.
Well, that's crisis if we drop points at home to Forest. Can't lie to you.
Wow. You guys are on the brink of turning toxic. You lot are on the brink. You guys are on the brink. I'm seeing it. It's led by the Turkish that I remember, bro. This is what I'm talking about. This is the Turkish that when I was watching YouTube before I was even a creator, bro. This is the Turkish I knew. Hates the Cronkies, hates his manager, wants everything to change. Yeah, I mean, this all of this like positive Turkish. I don't recognize him, bro. This is the one. All you guys used to say, stop sitting on the fence. He's off the fence. I hope you're enjoying this Turkish.
He's off it. He's off it this season.
Out.
Oh yes.
Out, Turkish. Listen, you think I don't sit there, yeah? I be sitting and watching Forever Arsenal pod or what you call it. I sit there and I'm
Why are you watching AFTV? I don't get it. What are you doing?
Bro, he's there patterning, bro. I've got everyone's name on the show, but he's there patterning them, like telling them, no, we need standards. We need standards. This is what it's meant to be. And I like that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? All these, you know, there's a section of Arsenal fans that are seen as like the anti-Arsenal fans. They're like the anti-Christ. Now everybody's back joining them, bro. Everybody's coming over and joining them. Turkish flipped, bro. This is what I told you, Turkish, when you came on SCM. Be yourself, bro. Be you. Stick to the real you. And this is the real you. I'm so glad. So
I'm always
glad.
myself, broski. Always.
This is
No,
the real you. That
bro,
happy gimmick. That happy gimmick. I weren't with it, bro.
brother, we're challenging
weren't
for a
with it.
title. What do you mean gimmick, bro? You think I wasn't happy to see man challenging? Of course I was happy.
Nah. But you knew deep down, man. Because do you know why I know, Steve? Let me tell you why I know Turkish knew deep down. It's how quick he's turned. I know deep down Turkish, right? Always had a slight. Teta's not it. He's not it. But he was riding the wave. He was going with it. And now it's come. He's jumped off so quickly. I can like, bro, Steve, how long would it take for you to jump off the Pep bandwagon? Or GRIZZ, you never even jumped off. He was like, farewell. Because you know you had a serious manager. But I don't think Turkish ever believed deep down.
Did you ever remember that Villa game when the crowd went in the crowd and they were all singing that Arteta song about going to Champions League, and it went in the crowd and it went past Turkish right at that moment. So we thought we had him going to sing the chant, and he just didn't say anything. And I thought the guy is proper. He's not even singing the chorus of the chant. He just can't even do it.
We just can't catch him, man. We just can't catch him. Yeah, but the thing is, right? Cams is right. We've spent the best part of 2 years baiting this guy out, and we had him. It's the Toby. Do you remember
this season? I got Turkish off the fence. He started at Lad Bible, and then we me and him had that thing. And then I remember messaging with Saeed afterwards, and I went, like, ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
Little Stephen.
We in the yard now. You can't get back up.
He's clever. The cameras weren't rolling on USA yet. We went tour on you. Tobes, you know what?
Yeah, he was saying that. He said we're winning the league.
And he's so smart. He's so smart. We were looking around for cameras, getting our phones out, but he just went quiet once he said it. We had him on film.
Too much icy pollen can have you saying
I know it's pain. I know it's pain in Turkish so much. When you listen, that's why me with Ten Hag, that's why I literally grew like a hate for the guy, because I was like, yo, I went fully, like, I was fully invested, bro. Like, first season, like, you drew me in. I was like, so when it turned, I was like, nah, you made me look a fool out here, bro. And I know that's how you feel with Arteta right now. I know it.
But you know, my thing is that obviously with the manager, it's obviously, listen, at first I'm like, why are we signing a manager that's never been a manager? Are you moving mad? Like, look at the state of the squad. Then 2 years on, it's like, all right, we're seeing improvements. You know, they're supporting him. They're giving him a contract when we fluff top 4. So, you know, you have to see where it's going, regardless of how you think. Then he improves. He brings in quality players. We're seeing a style of play, scoring a hell of a lot of goals, conceding less and less year on year. We're challenging for the title. I've remained consistent with the ownership. So before you was a content creator, you used to hear me go on about ownership and Wenger being the shield for them. I've never swayed on them Kroenkes. Never will I either, because we ain't going to win nothing major with these men in charge. But Arteta said best owners in the world. And from that moment, there's nothing I can really do to help in terms of, you know, deflecting any wrongful criticism your way. Because
Klopp said the same, but then left.
It's not a good stance to take. It's not a good stance to take.
I have a feeling though, like what Cam said there, I do believe that I can see it going a bit Pete Tong soon. Like, I feel like he needs something, like even I mean, you probably won't accept it, but even a League Cup or another FA Cup or something, he needs something, because if he gets to this season and say Liverpool win the league, when we all know really it should have been the natural progression for Arsenal, because after coming so close, should have been Arsenal winning the league. If they let Arne Slot come marching through the door, not sign a player and run away with the league, I think City won't get the criticism because they've won 4 on the bounce. So City's done something that's never been done. It'll be Arsenal going, hold on, if City have a wobble, you should have been there to step in and win that league. That's the problem, I think. And that's when you're going to get that split where you'll have the ones saying, keep him, we're in a better shape than we've ever been, we're going to get there. And you get the ones go, no, he's had enough time, we need to freshen it up. And then the danger is you go back to that merry-go-round of managers and that. And that's what I think you want to avoid, but it's so hard, you know what I mean? But listen, that's why football's the best game in the world, and it's fucking unbelievable because we ain't got a clue what's going to happen, man.
I mean, you know what I think about the League Cup. I'm not denying that we need to win a trophy for sure, and we're in a good position there. You know, if we can do it, we do it. But if you ask me, League Cup or or sign a Gyökeres in January. I'm signing because that's a bigger worry for me. Is that Arteta's managed everything, you know, in the last 3 years, I'd say correctly the majority of the time, because we built year on year, more goals scored, less goals conceded, expectation risen. But this summer, in my opinion, was meant to be the summer we signed that attacker that everyone's looking at saying, oh, these men, they're definitely serious.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether that's an Arteta thing. He doesn't want that accomplished player coming in to maybe increase the I don't know. But if you was to offer me two things, League Cup in February or Gyökeres in January, I'm taking Gyökeres in January. And I know the game's about trophies and all that. I just think that star
Surely
player.
United's got to take him, though. Surely United's got to take him. If someone puts a bid in, they've got to go and get him, because you've got fucking Dutch Tom from the first game of the season. I told you about that guy. Wank. Yeah. And they've got Rasmus, WWE Hoyland, who just like roll around with men on the floor and that's weird. And so they ain't going to win nothing with them two. So if they go and get him with the ex-manager, put his arm around him, yeah, you're Man United's new main man, come to Old Trafford. I can see that happening, man. Or Hugo Viana can come in at City and buy him as Haaland's backup, and we'll just use him in the Carabao Cup.
I think Liverpool going for him as well.
Give me Liam Delap.
Under the radar.
You like Liam Delap? You like him?
Give me Liam Delap.
He is good, though. He is good.
Proper striker, bruv. Proper striker.
Nice.
New Harry Kane, mate. New Harry Kane.
Oh, another young striker, and then in 4 months' time you'll be moaning about how Man United didn't sign an experienced striker.
Give me Liam Delap. Give me Liam Delap.
Give you Liam Delap, yeah? All right, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me look at the
100%.
Arsenal super chats that we've got. And Ryan says, big up the big six. Turkish, I know you know just as well. Arsenal must beat Forest this weekend and get back to winning ways. 100. Arsenal have to rise now. January, we have to spend and get an Isak or Gyökeres. Isak's a no chance in January, if I'm honest with you, unless there's something behind the scenes with Newcastle. But Gyökeres has got a release clause, and so does Osimhen. My thing is, listen, I don't know which one will work. I don't know which is the right fit. I don't give a shit. We need a striker. There's two available there where you bang the release clause. If we was close to Vlahovic 2 years ago in January, 75 mil. If we was close to Caicedo January before 90 mil, then I'm not outrageous to say, let's go and sign a 78 mil striker in January.
You got your £65 million one there already. You don't need
one. Got a buyback on the lap. I just read it then. City's got a buyback on the lap. 40 million. Double what they paid for him.
Shut the hell up, Tom.
Man, you got Ireland,
why is he telling me to shut the hell up? You got a £65 million striker right there.
Bro, that's a midfielder that's fallen into the striker role, bro. Don't even talk about that, man. Fucking
Trossard new deal. What do you think? Edu's gone, so he can't get the blame.
No, I don't think Trossard new deal is bad. I think the way we've managed him is bad. He's a great sub. He's maybe the best 12th man in the league. And when you consider Sterling has to go end of the summer, Jesus has to go. If I was to keep one of them free, then Trossard is definitely the one to keep. But he is your 12th, 13th man. Don't keep him and then don't buy a left winger and then it's Martinelli, Trossard going into 24, 25. That's nonsense. But signing him up to keep him as 12th man, if that's fine by me. I ain't got no issue with that. Yeah.
I can't believe Arsenal let the kid go to United. The young kid, he's smashing and goals in for the new team.
He would probably, if Cheeto stayed, trust me, I would have ran the agenda. Start Cheeto because we need a striker, bro. 15 years old, play him. I don't give a shit. Now he's at United. Now they're going to sign Gyökeres.
If he can't get in that Man United team in the next 18 months with that lot up front, then there's a problem.
There is. All right. Cool. Adash says Arsenal fans compare themselves to Liverpool, but when Klopp was challenging City, they won other stuff on the side, and they were in finals almost every year. Big up everyone. Yeah, I agree, and that's where the puzzle building from Klopp, was complete a lot earlier than ours, which is far from complete now. If you take your foot off the gas one summer, then your next summer becomes extremely difficult, because this summer we needed a striker, a backup to Odegaard, a backup to Saka. We didn't get any of those in, and then next summer we're losing Jorginho or Partey, and we're gonna have to sign another 8. You're already looking at 5-6 players next summer. So January, go get the striker that we want to strike moving forward for the next 2-3 years. Let's just do that at the very least. But we move. Cool. Arsenal predictions. Arsenal Forest. Saeed's gone Said's gone 2-1 Arsenal. I'm going 3-1 Arsenal. Tobes. He ain't there, man. He's there talking shit about 65 strikers, and he's just next.
I'm back. 2-0
2-0.
to Arsenal, obviously.
Say
I'm
no
gonna
more.
go. Is it me next, Grizz?
Yeah, nice you.
I'm gonna go 1-0 Arsenal.
1-0. And Grizz?
What did Matisse say? Have we got Matisse's
Oh,
scores?
Matisse. Sorry, Matisse went 3-1. No, sorry, Matisse went 2-1.
Okay. 2-0 for me.
2-0. And Cams?
2-2.
All right, 2-2. Cool. 2-2.
Chris with dagger.
What's he on? 8 goals this season? Fucking hell.
I fully expect Arsenal to come strong now. I think both teams have had their little mini blips. It's going to be a level up now. We need to. Obviously, we're going to go into the Liverpool game. But
Yeah, go on now because it's the last in the.
Yeah,
top.
yeah. It's. I think we needed to capitalize on the awkward fixtures that both teams had and the injury situation and whatever you want to call it that culminated in Arsenal and City dropping points. We had to capitalize, and it's given us that boost that we didn't envisage being in the need of. But we are where we are, and we have to carry on. We've got a huge week. Like people thinking Southampton away after international break. We know how Liverpool are after international breaks. Not good. We usually put in our shittest performance after international breaks. Then we have Real Madrid. Then we have Manchester City. It's mad. This week is mad. So if we come out of this week, this is mad. But I mean this. You guys have to believe me when I say this. I don't really care about the Champions League game against Madrid on Wednesday. Even though I'm going to be there, honestly, I'm going to be there for the vibes and the atmosphere and under the lights. I'm not going to be heartbroken if they turn us over again, whatever. I know what kind of form they're in or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But
you're finishing top 8.
My focus, huh?
You're finishing. I mean, you've done enough there. You've won all.
Oh
your
yeah.
I get what you're saying. That it sounds mad to say it, but you are comfortable in your position. Yeah.
It sounds mad that I don't care about Real Madrid in the Champions League on Anfield night, but I don't, because my focus is on Southampton and City next week. If we can pick up 6 points with the fixtures that City and Arsenal have got, obviously, in the next 2-3 games, bruv, it's gonna be one hell of a race. I'm telling you, because if we can get 6 points out the next 6, that will be 7 points over City. Is it 7? Yeah. If assuming both teams win this weekend, that'll be 7 points. And assume, that'll be 9 points over. Is it 9 points over Arsenal? So yeah, man, we've got to win. Saints, what can I say, man? I ain't gonna dress it up. I ain't gonna dress it down. We need to go there and finish them off. Don't give them a sniff. Don't give the crowd anything to go for or go by.
If you beat City, if you beat City, you're 8 points ahead of them.
8,
7.
No, you're 5 because we're 4 behind them now. I think it's 8, right, Steve?
Yeah, it's 8. 5 in front of Liverpool. So
yeah, it's 5 now.
8 points. So, like Steve said, when it gets to that means you can afford to lose 2 games. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's what we can't allow that.
Yeah. So you have to. You have to keep that distance because we know Liverpool are going to go for a patch. Most people thought it's going to be this period. Everyone was talking about the Liverpool's next 8 games. Well, we've won 4 of them, and now we've got another 4 to go in this patch. Where as I said, we finally we play someone next week. Man City. We haven't played anyone this season. Finally, we play someone next week. So yeah, it could be a turning point, man. But yeah, he's doing a magic job, man. Some of the players are in sparkling. Curtis Jones showing his colours for England as well, taking his club form. Virgil van Dijk having a nice week off. Salah having a nice week off. And I mean, Trent's not back yet. Jota's not back yet.
What game week is this?
11, innit?
Nope, it's game week 12.
12.
Monday we talk Grizz, yeah?
12. I've talked, bro. You got me. You baited me early. Like I
Yeah, we
talked
got him
early.
out. We got him out the
Yeah,
hole,
yeah,
man.
you
We
got
got
me out early. Yeah, I talked.
No, but we
You
might
done
be
me
able to
last
get in
week.
to say we will win the league on Monday.
You done me last week.
Ant-Man came out a little bit there.
We talk after we talk after the City game for that.
Oh, it's
title talk,
13
isn't it?
now. Okay.
Title talk. It's not. It's,
It's fair.
I thought we played them game week 12, but it's game week 13. So yeah.
If you don't lose your next 2 games,
no, we have to beat Southampton.
no,
And
but
at
it's beat
worst-
Southampton. But I mean,
Yeah, at worst, don't lose to City.
you're in a strong
That would
place.
be the if City turn us over, then it's PTSD, the momentum. You lose momentum. and
2
it's all
points
that.
is nothing then.
Instead of 8 points, becomes 2 points.
That's
get
what
me?
happened with us 2 last season when we played
Exactly.
you. We was 5 points behind. If we lost that 8, we're done. We won it. We came back and into the run.
Exactly. But yeah, man, it's mad exciting. This is what we, as Steve says, this is what it's about. Like, who would have thought Liverpool and slot machine? You lot busting dead jokes
Yeah,
about
man,
us.
it's fucking
Yeah.
so
Dead
mad.
fucking
So
jokes.
mad.
No one.
The game at Anfield is going to be electric, man, because City and Liverpool games at Anfield, the crowd is mad. And then just as I've been there before when City's controlling the game, the crowd's flat, and I thought, yeah, man, the fuck these. And then one fucking stupid challenge or a madness. Next minute, it's like it just goes wild. And then I always say to my pal, I go, look, we've got them going again. The natives. Once you get them up,
we've let the dogs out.
that's it. That's what the dogs are all over the place here. We're fucked.
Big
and that.
dogs,
And then
let the big
it's hard
dogs
to
out.
at the end, but
Yeah, it's
can't lie,
going to
man.
be mad. But this is what I'm saying. We can't take out the eye off the ball this weekend and think, all right, focus on Madrid and Man City. Southampton away have to be handled. This is business. Premier League is business. Every week is business. You open your business and you look to do business every single day. You don't say, today I'm not going to do too much business. I'll do double business tomorrow. It don't work like that. Every businessman will tell you, you look to do business every single day you open your shop. So we're looking to do business, and then next weekend it can handle itself.
Cams, honestly speaking, like 2 questions. Who did you predict to win the title this season at the start of the season? And at this situation now, has your prediction changed?
Yeah, I had City winning the league, to be honest. Like, come on, man. No one expected. This is why I keep giving Liverpool their props. This is not unseen, but like, because Liverpool were in a title race for a while last season. But come on, when Klopp left, we all thought, wow, you know what I mean? There's going to be changes. Some men are going to fall off. People ain't going to sign new deals. Like, what's going to happen? And then Slot has just come in with this calm persona and just steadied the ship. And in Liverpool are flying, only 3 points off 19-20 Liverpool in terms of the first 11 games. So I had City winning the league. But then now, I'm not going to lie, man, I'm starting to, I think it's a Liverpool thing, you know? I really do think it might be a Liverpool thing, because look at the way they're playing. And as I was saying, like, if they get City at the right time, which is coming up, this is the best time to kind of efface the City. I know we're talking about Pep's contracts and stuff, but man, I'm seeing teams, unless Pep is going to be on the pitch and actually start playing, I'm seeing teams the way they're like running through City's midfield, and every game there's a one-on-one, numerous one-on-ones potentially against Edison. Bro, you can't, if that's Salah, that's a goal. If that's, you know what I mean? If Gravenberch is driving through the midfield, if it's Curtis Jones, it's a different kind of kettle of fish. So I think they will go and beat City, and I do think that they'll be in the driving force. I think they'll be in the driving seat, and I don't see them bottling like Arsenal, in all honesty, bro. So yeah, bro, I think it's a City thing. I think it's a Liverpool thing now.
Fair. Predictions then. Liverpool away to Southampton. Saeed's gone 3-0 Liverpool. I've gone 3-0 Liverpool. Tobs.
2-0 Liverpool.
2-0. Matisse has also gone 3-0 Liverpool. Steve.
I'm going to go 4-0 Liverpool.
4-0. Grizz.
Got to be a little bit different, man. I'm playing catch up in it. I'm going to go 2-1.
2-1. Okay. So all Liverpool wins. Cool. Cams.
3-1. No, 3-0. 3-0.
3-0 as well. Cool. Yeah, best defense in the league. All right, cool. No Liverpool super chat, so we'll keep it moving. But this one came in from Zion saying Pep also said he thinks about leaving every extension, but always ends up signing. Nothing new.
Do you think they're the best defense in the league? Yeah. Do you think Konate and Van Dijk better than Saliba and Gabriel?
Oh no, but I mean, statistically this season they are, innit?
But do you think that? What do you think? Who's a better partnership?
The only Van Dijk Konate is a very sick partnership. The only problem they've had is Konate's inconsistency, injury-wise, over the years. I think if they're both fully fit and Gabriel Saliba are both fully fit, probably it's a very close debate to have. Van Dijk is the legend amongst the four. He's the one that all of them would aspire to reach that sort of career, but I think Gabriel Saliba have probably shown it more over the last 2 years than
who's the rest of you guys think? Because my
fence it in. That's what that was. He's fence it in.
Yeah.
No, but it's
opinion?
the truth though.
What's my opinion? I think the Arsenal centre back pairing is better.
Say again.
You think what?
I think the Arsenal centre back pairing is better as a unit. They're better.
Yeah,
they're just better. They defend better as a unit. They concede less goals when they play together. They're just better as a unit.
Not the defense, not the whole defense.
He's asking about the partnership.
Yes.
Yeah,
but I agree with that. But I agree with that. But what I said is Konate hasn't been fit enough over the last 2 years for us to say that one. We haven't seen enough of that partnership, right? That's the only thing I said. But if we know what Konate is, so a fully fit Konate with Van Dijk consistently, you know what to kind of expect from them, right? Which is going to be a top level defending. They've got everything.
They've been the best defender in the league this season.
Who, Konate?
Yeah. Best defender in the league this season. I know Van Dijk is Van Dijk, and Van Dijk gets all the attention, bro. When I'm watching full 90 minutes, I'm seeing Konate chase a man all the way into his half. I'm seeing Konate win aerial duels. I'm seeing Konate win on the wide areas. I think he's making Van Dijk is obviously GOAT level, but I think he's making Van Dijk's job a lot easier, bro. I think he's making it a lot easier. I think Konate has been the best in the league this season.
The reason why I think Konate and Virgil van Dijk are better is because we have people speaking about the fall off of our left back Robertson, saying how he's not the same anymore. We've had Alisson not in our team on a consistent basis. We don't play with conventional DMs, and Arsenal have been sort of accused of playing a couple of DMs.
None of them are conventional, though.
Okay, but Arsenal also accused of playing 4 centre backs at times at the back.
No, we do, yeah, we do that.
So taking into consideration the structure of the team and the goals we score and the risks we take, I think Virgil van Dijk and Konate is the best centre back pairing up against anyone, especially the risks they take play on the halfway line. As I said, the goals we score, the chances we create, and then we leave 1-on-1 at the back. Yeah, Konate, like Cam said, like he's starting to intimidate attackers now. Like Virgil with the aura business. He started to say attackers, like first they used to, obviously when Virgil plays, people used to pick on Gomez or Matip or go. Now they're thinking, yo, there's no hiding place here.
He just has to stay injury free. That's it for him, really. That's the only question marks over him.
You know that meme where you remember that thing where you see like you're boxing one man and the next man comes in and you think, what is this, man? A bigger man comes in, you're thinking, you think you're running away from Virgil, but you're running into Konate, who's made France captain. And that's quite an achievement. France have got France have got some strength in depth, and this guy's been made captain. It just shows you his leadership qualities as well, and as an all-round human being as well. I think Konate, you're right. Turkish is absolutely spot on, though. He needs to stay consistently fit to have a bigger sample size. But yeah, yeah, that's right, Toby. That's right. But yeah, so but Konate and Virgil van Dijk, if they stay fit consistently, no one better, man. No one better.
What did you say, Tobs?
I think he said 1 second.
1 second.
Yeah, I mean, I think, listen, again, for me, Gabriel and Saliba is the better partnership, just about because they've played together a lot more. Yeah. They've done the last 2 years. We've had a better defensive record. I'm even looking at Konate, 11 starts in his first year, 17 in his second, 17 in his third.
Yeah.
That is less than half every year. So this season he started 10 of 11. Now that is strong, and that's why his name is coming up in terms of the best defender of the year. He needs to keep that consistent. If we're ranking all 4 centre backs from top to bottom, I'd probably say Van Dijk, Saliba, Konate if he's fit.
Konate is better
What
than
we doing
Gabriel.
here?
If he's fit, but
No,
Gabriel
Konate
Konate is better
bro?
than Konate is better than Gabriel. I
Nah,
like Gabriel.
You lot
but
are
Konate is
actually.
better than
Gabriel's
Gabriel.
been doing
You lot, wait. Hold on. Let Toby say his point on why Gabriel.
Right on it.
Because
Yeah. Go on.
Gabriel has played. The guy's played out of his skin for like 2 to 3 years straight.
He's top.
And man, are saying,
Yeah, he's played out of
like,
his skin, innit? He's played out of his skin. So that's
Yes,
his level.
he has.
But that's fine. I'm not saying he's not played out of his skin. I'm saying anyway, and Cam's probably, I don't know, Cam thinks he's saying the same. Konate at his best, we're talking about at the best. Konate at his best is the better defender. There's no doubt about
why?
it.
Give me a reason why he's the better defender.
In every essence.
Okay,
in
no.
every
Yeah,
stat-
give me the
Hold on.
essence. Give me the essence.
I'm giving it to you if you let me land, innit?
Okay.
If every stat that you want to check, aerial duels, one-on-one duels, channel defending, even distribution, completed, every stat that you want to check,
Distribution. You think he's a better passer than Gabriel?
I'm just literally, I just think it's better. So I don't know why you asking me questions when you know my answer.
No, good.
You have your opinion.
You're the reason.
But the
and
way,
I'm like,
the way,
the
wait,
reasons aren't making
Cam
sense.
said something, and the way you went, what we doing here, that's outrageous reaction.
What do you mean it's
what we
outrageous
doing here?
reaction? Man literally just said he's clear.
Yes, we can make a decision. No, we can make.
No, I didn't, bro.
Yes, you did.
You said what are we doing here? Like Konate some bum.
You've lost your mind, bro.
You're talking like Konate some anybody.
Why do you have to do this? Oh, talking like he's some bum. Turkish said if you had to rank the 4, you said Van Dijk first. He said Saliba second.
Cam said Konate is better. You went. What are we doing here? Like what are we doing? Like,
no. Somebody said.
I kept quiet when
somebody said
Turkey
it's clear. Somebody said it's clear.
No one said that, bro. That's you, bro. Only you speak like that. That's your lingo. You're the one that says words like clear.
The Konate thing is, bro. The Konate thing is a prisoner of the moment thing as per, because last year it wasn't even a competition who performed better out of Gabriel and Konate. The year before that,
did you
Gabriel
watch
performed.
Champions
Wait.
League run when Konate ended up playing
Gabriel performed better than him. So how can a centre back? But how can a centre back who's performing better than you 2 seasons on the trot is the inferior centre back? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. I'm not even doing this I'm not trying to be an Arsenal apologist. I'm literally watching football. I'm like, how can you make this statement? It doesn't make sense.
I'll tell you why I made that statement. I'll tell you why I made that statement.
Can I just say my thing on it?
Go on.
I agree with Toby.
Gabriel.
Let me say what the only thing I'm saying, right, is I'm giving Arsenal I'm still saying Arsenal the better partnership because of the more years of showing it, as we're talking about Konate staying fit. But
and I've agreed with that.
For me, like, unless we're here to talk about injury records, we're here to talk about who do you think is a better defender. And I think Konate fit and Gabriel fit. I think Konate is the better defender, and I think Gabriel is very, very good. But I think Konate is just better. I think he's faster.
I don't agree.
He's dominant air.
I don't agree.
Stronger.
If Liverpool win the league, then for me, I'll take me out off. But what I've seen with Gabriel consistency the last few years, for me, I just prefer Gabriel. But Konate, it's close, man. It's close.
But Steve, the thing is, right? Toby's talking about last couple of years. Konate has been part of a team that has won things as well, on top of playing brilliantly.
I don't care.
He had
about individual players.
Let me finish, innit? He had a very poor ending to the last season, which is stewed in your brain and is stewing in your brain. I watch Konate Liverpool every week. You don't even watch football, never mind Liverpool. Konate had a very bad ending to the last season, which is playing in your memory. He was injured and he was bad out. But you can say the same for probably the majority of Liverpool team, where they fell off. But Konate, to say he's only been playing well, it's wild. He was man of the match in the Champions League final.
I don't care what he was. We're talking. I honestly couldn't.
But you care what Gabriel was?
No.
You
don't care what Konate is.
We're talking about quality defenders here. Yeah, Konate is a quality defender. No dispute about that. But the level that Gabriel has performed at the last 2 years, I'm yet to see Konate play consistently at that
know.
level.
That's fair.
I agree. You haven't. I agree. You haven't watched.
When I'm
watched him.
yeah, but when I'm saying that,
Camp is right.
no,
Because
but
I'm yet to
when I'm
watch
saying
Konate
that,
play
don't
the
shut
level
me
he's
down
right.
as if I'm.
You haven't watched Konate play
because we've been watching the same. We've been watching the same thing for 2 years. You have been waxing lyrical about this same defense, and now when we're comparing him to a Liverpool player, you don't like it.
I just said, as a unit, as a team, Arsenal are better.
F the unit.
You don't hear that part.
F the unit. I'm talking about man or man. Man or
You want to ignore that? I'm saying Konate at his best.
Centre backs.
One at a time, innit? Go on.
Look.
I said, okay, let me finish. Move on. I've said, as a unit, the Arsenal team, the way they set up, is a better defensive team. And then, as a result of that, Saliba and Gabriel have been proven to be the best partnership. I've said it myself. Arsenal are the best defensive team in Europe. I only said that 4 weeks ago. So I'm not going to flip-flop. What I am saying is Konate at his best is better than Gabriel at his best. And that's subjective. We can argue.
It is subjective. You ain't changing
my mind. I ain't changing your mind.
It's subjective. I just find it hilarious that you don't say that he's better because
I don't know why you find it hilarious. See, that's
the reason why I find it hilarious is because the things that you praise Konate for doing, literally defending a whole side of the pitch.
Gabriel been doing that.
Wait, hold on. Where does Ben White go? No, he doesn't do that. Where does your left back is a centre back? How does he go venturing forward? Our Trent gets accused of being not positionally there, not being good defensively. So Konate is doing overtime.
No, but Gabriel's had Zinchenko.
The guy's playing with Zinchenko and Kivior. What are you talking about?
Zinchenko ain't been in the team for God knows how long. I'm
talking about the last 2 seasons. Zinchenko and
Kivior is a centre back playing next to him.
And how did he look at left back?
Where's he venturing? Like Trent?
Did he look at left back? Tell me.
Is he venturing like Trent? Tell me, is he venturing like Trent? Is he adventurous as Trent?
This is what I'm saying. Like,
Arsenal is more of a defensive unit.
There's no objectivity to what you're saying. There's no
100% there is.
There isn't. There absolutely isn't. There's
you can only judge people. You know what I mean? You're talking about 2 very, very good centre halves. So I don't think it's a situation where anyone's saying this guy's bad or this guy's not. But I think it is fair to say certain things. Like if you think that, I just think the complete package of Konate as a centre half, I think is better than Gabriel. And it's not by much, bro. It's not by much. I don't think anyone's clear or anything like that. But I just think if I had a blank piece of paper and you told me you have to make an 11, I would take Konate. That's all it is. I would take Konate.
Even if it's for a 38. Even if it's for a 50-game season.
No, see, the thing is, like the injuries and stuff. I hear what you're saying, but
your defender's got to be robust, though. Your defender has got to be able to,
Yeah, but that doesn't make me think you're a better player. That make me you're more available and cool. Yeah, you could be more reliable across the case of a season. Declan Rice plays 38 games every single season. Most of the time, he's playing every single game. Doesn't mean that people necessarily have to say he's the best DM or whatever in the world. It doesn't. Some people still say Partey's better than him. Some Arsenal fans. So when I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's not about how many games they're playing. It's just about you're asking who's the better player. I think the profile of Konate is the better one than Gabriel, and it's close. It's close. It's not far apart.
No disrespect on Gabriel. I rate Gabriel. Yeah, I'm not saying people are saying I'll get the disrespect on Gabriel. I love Gabriel's attitude to defending. His tenacity, he's stopped the bozo gene. He used to have a bozo gene earlier on in him. He used to make a mistake. He's made bare mistakes against Liverpool, never mind against anyone else. I remember thinking Gabriel, we can get at Gabriel, we can get him riled. He's got a mistake in him. He's cut that out of his game and he's become a proper top centre back. And I also agree with Turkish's point. Konate has to do it over a period of 20 games. Stay fit for 20 games. He stayed fit for 13, 14 games this season. He's in a good way.
All I'm saying is this season, I think he's performed better than Gabriel, but I just don't really get how you can just dismiss the level someone's playing at over the last like 2 or 3 year period because of a 14-game sample size. But that's just me. Each to their own.
It's not. But what I'm trying, my final rebuttal, it's not a 14-game season. I've seen him have seasons. 2 seasons before that, which culminated in a Champions League run where he was one of the best centre-backs in Europe. That culminated in that.
He already is one of the best. He still is one of the best centre-backs in Europe. But so is Gabriel.
But the thing is, though,
I'm not denying that either.
How I see it, yeah. Look, I know you're talking about like obviously.
But Toby's trying to say it's just this year. Toby's trying to say it's just 14 games this season. It's not.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not even saying that. I'm saying that even when. No, I'm saying that. I feel like the 14 games this season is playing a part in why you and Cam are rating him above Gabriel, because I think if you are going off what you've seen of Konate and what you've seen of Gabriel overall, I don't think you're justified in saying that. All
right, let me say something, right?
Konate at his best is better than Gabriel. I don't.
But the thing is, yeah, you're having to.
Konate's one.
You're having, but the thing is, you're having to judge them as individuals.
We're talking about individuality here. We're not talking about what players have won.
This is what I'm saying, Tobes. If you were talking about individuality, then when you're talking about what they've shown over the seasons and best defensive record, you've got sometimes you can take that away because look at, for example, let me give you an example. Liverpool under Benitez. In 2005-6, 2006-7, 2007-8, they won. Pepe Reina won the Golden Glove every single season. Does that mean they were better than Rio and Vidic? Does that mean that Jamie Carragher was better than Rio Ferdinand? No, it doesn't. We hadn't won the Premier League at that point either. Well, we had in 06-07, but Liverpool were winning the Golden Gloves, most clean sheets every single season, 3 seasons in a row. Liverpool won it. Doesn't necessarily mean just because they're defensive.
I'm not sure what point you're making.
I'm
not sure what point you're making. I'm not even talking.
You kept talking about defense. You were saying because of the consistency that they've shown in the years. No, I'm talking about their defensive record. You can't say that.
I didn't even say them both as a unit. I specifically said Gabriel. I didn't say them both as a unit.
Okay, but then all right. Let me ask you. I
don't care about the consistency.
All right, let me ask you profiles. All right, let's just talk profiles, individuals.
Before you go,
why is Gabriel better?
Right now, because we're going with too much of stats. Well, let's watch football with our eyes.
Let's
watch football with our eyes. Let's watch football with our eyes. And with our eyes, we don't need to see. I don't need to see Gabriel's stat sheets, bro.
So why is Konate better? What's the reasons? Don't say because of the consistency that he's shown over the years in the partnership.
I'm talking about his consistency in performance. Of course, I can say that. I'm not talking about
so why? But why is he a better centre half though? Like I gave you my reasons. Grizz gave you his reasons.
He's better on the ball. He's better on the ball for sure. For sure, he's a much better passer than Konate.
Okay,
breaking lines with his passing, that's one. 2, he's a better presence in the box. He scores way more goals than Konate.
That's debatable.
Way more games than Konate. And 3,
that's very debatable.
And 3, he's just as good as Konate in defending big spaces. You leave Gabriel on the island, he can defend.
I don't think so.
Spaces. I'm literally just giving you 3 reasons. 3 reasons why I think
let's keep it moving. There's a poll in the chat anyway. We'll see what the people think. And listen, the season's long. Konate's best season injury-wise so far. If he continues it, then we will talk more at the end of the season or at some point in the season because we've already kind of spent 15 on it already. Tax Evader says, not a surprising take from someone who would start Giggs over Mane.
I would.
Who that was aimed at. Nice. And AK says, so Toby, if you're looking at longevity, why was I hearing Saliba's better than Van Dijk shouts last season?
When the hell did I say that?
Konate is better than Gabriel individually, in my opinion.
He needs to go direct that to an Arsenal fan. Van Dijk is the best centre back in the league. I've been saying this the last 3-4 years, bro. In fact, 5-6 years.
I think that falls into what Cam says. Saliba was better last season, but it doesn't mean Saliba's all of a sudden a better centre back than Van Dijk. Van Dijk is a legend. He's still close to the top of his game. But last season, Saliba was the better centre back. Doesn't mean anything. Saliba's been in the team of the season 2-3 years in a row now.
Right, but can I say something then, Tobes? You look at Gabriel and Saliba. Who was better last season?
Oh, that's arguable.
Gabriel. It was Gabriel.
It's tight because I'll probably edge Gabriel.
Yeah,
but you think Saliba's better though? You think Saliba's better because of his individual defending, right? And that's the only reason why I'm saying with Konate, because individually I just think he's better. Individually, I think Saliba's better than Gabriel. Doesn't mean that Gabriel hasn't outperformed Saliba before. That's all I'm saying. You guys wouldn't say Gabriel's better than Saliba, despite Gabriel outperforming Saliba.
Because I think they're very close as centre backs. I really do.
I think they all are. I think they all are. Personally, I think they
Ghost says Gabriel has scored the most goals as centre back since coming to the Prem. What are we doing here? And Adash says, how Deschamps didn't choose Konate and Saliba at the Euros or World Cup is wild. Konate and Van Dijk can fit in Arsenal's system much better than Gabriel and Saliba in Liverpool's. There's no real foundation to that. But we move. we move because we've already one more coming. Mane after run says Saliba wasn't a better centre back than Van Dijk last season. Of course, he was a better centre back than Van Dijk last season. What's wrong
I
with
don't
you,
know, man. I don't know about that.
Bruv, Saliba was a better centre back.
Not for
I
me.
think Saliba was. I think Saliba was.
Not for me. Van Dijk still numero uno.
Oh, cool.
Well, you think Van Dijk was best defender in the league last season?
Yes, I
No.
do.
Fair enough.
He was.
No.
Saliba was better. But, all right, whatever. Let's move. We done the prediction.
Yeah, I'm a
Genji
Liverpool
was
fan. I
good.
can't agree
Genji
with
was
that.
good.
as well. Toby's on one today, man. Are you like? It's hacking. I'm a Liverpool man. I'm a passionate Liverpool man. But that's a wild take.
No, it's my take.
It is wild. Who votes for player of the season, the team of the season? Is it players?
It's TOBS.
It's not me. I wish it was me. I wish it was me.
Players, PFA,
Yeah.
innit?
And if the players are
Saliba
voting
was clear
Saliba
last
as,
season.
in
Saliba
the
was
last
clear.
3 team of the seasons, the last 3, you know, Saliba's been in this league 3 years and he's been in team of the season 3 times. No us
Cold.
voting for him. It's
Yeah, Toby used to like Donny van der Beek, him and Saeed. So we'll talk about it again.
Boy.
You know
On
what,
that
to be
note-
fair, I'll listen. To be honest, truthfully, I don't actually believe the Van Dijk. And I believe Van Dijk is a better centre back. I don't believe he performed better than those 2 last season. I think they were the best 2.
Van Dijk's the legend in the
Fair
league,
enough,
innit? That's what
fair
it is,
enough,
man. You
fair
gotta
enough.
have respect.
I just wanted, you know, it is because you can't give too much praise. Can't give too much praise. Yeah.
Let me get in the United super chats now because we're gonna move on to United. Blue Moon says Turkish, this deluded Cam on the show. He's not even repping his ends. Who does he support? Pep Duncan on Premier League teams, another 2 seasons. Blaze says the way United fans are moving with Amorim, you're not allowed to use quote. It's Ten Hag's players or quote. We'll judge him after 2 years. You've told us he's top 2 in the league. And Adash says maybe Amorim to United doesn't leave an obvious replacement candidate, so they needed him to stay longer and do a job similar to Klopp. I guess that was on the Pep extension stuff. Zephyr says, I, for one, I'm happy to see United fans excited. I want to see them somersault in the car park for Amorim. Quan Cams. The car park's back, Steve. Nick says, TOBS saying Amorim has just signed, don't get gassed and we're starving. Same guy dancing like a girl in a robe singing Conte songs. Win a trophy, fam, then talk.
I love United fans, honestly. It's the I love the
Antonio.
United fans.
Antonio.
I love my United fans. Let them get giddy, man. It's fine, no problem. Nick Mann, yeah, I remembered your name. Cool. No problem.
Jay says, a top Spurs fan telling a United fan not content with trophy wins that they're starving. I love the equal rights and opportunity this show gives. Man said the equal. It's mad. And Jasuke says, speaking of Fitz Cams, is that the same garms you wore when you gave Matisse the licks on FCM? What's that? The Art of Football tracksuit, isn't it? Yeah. I see it. Cams, Ipswich, with Leicester Chelsea, we're just going to do the prediction at the end. Fuck them. Ipswich, Man United, obviously Amorim's first game, and a chance to, Ipswich coming off their first win of the season.
First win of the season against Spurs. You know what I'm saying? First win since 2002. Spurs, thank you very much for giving them confidence. We could have saved that for another week, but I think we're going to win this one. I mean, listen, if we lose, that might be the worst result in my lifetime. If we lose, oh my God, that's going to be tragedy, bro. But I think we'll win. We're not going to have no tractor boy nonsense coming over here. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be, I don't think it'll be easy though. I don't think it'll be easy. Still trying a new formation. We're going to be trying a new formation. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing that. It's going to be a whole different Man United in terms of shape, in terms of what we're seeing on the pitch. Still the same players. I saw that super chat, but at the end of the day, it is still Ten Hag's players and stuff. So obviously, look, I'm gonna give the manager grace. You know what I'm saying? But I want to win the first game at least, bro. You know what I mean? I want to win the next 2. Our next 2, Ipswich and Everton. Get off to a good start, and then we got Arsenal at the Emirates. And who knows? But that first 2, we need to win it, man. Need to win it. So looking forward to this one, bro. But I'm wary about Liam Delap. You know what I'm saying? So, but other than that,
you think he goes in with the new formation straight away?
Yeah, I think he does. If you look at the training session that everybody's been waxing lyrical about, we were in a 3-4-3 shape, innit? So, and he did say instantly, you're going to see idea. He didn't say, I'm going to see with the players and he straight away said the first date it will be idea and my identity. So let's see, man. I'm looking forward to it. I think 3-4-3 has some negative connotation to it. I've never understood why. I think you can still be attacking with a 3-4-3.
Of course you can.
Conte's done it. You can still you can do it, man. It's weird. It's weird. Anytime you say back three, people start saying defensive. Back three tacks. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? Like back three tacks. What does that even mean? So I'm looking forward to it, bro. Completely different team. And yeah, man. Hey, just Liam Delap. Just not this week, man. Let me carry on my prop next week. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, bro.
Boy.
Is it
if he dunks on your head top after the gas you've been giving him, oh my goodness. That will hit like crack. Oh my god,
bro! Why you hate, bro? TOBS, real talks. Man United and Spurs we're brothers, bro. We're big bros. You're little bros. It's been like that all our lives. I don't see why all of a sudden you hate us so much, bro.
I don't hate you.
You do, bro. You do.
I don't hate you. I just think some of your fans are just obnoxious, man. Honestly, that's what it is. I don't really have any hate against Man United. I mean, you play shit football, but can't really say I hate your club. I just don't like some of your fans. I used to really like Man United back in the day. Even when you took our players, I used to like Man United.
So I'm saying, man, let's get back to that, bro.
How can you like Man United? Like, what do you like about them? I'm going to ask you.
They were actually a good team back in the day. I used to like the football they played, the players they had. They were a good team. They were a good team.
Do you wish, Toby, you was like them one day?
Or winning those trophies, absolutely, yeah.
Still to this day, by the way.
This has been a howler for you. This today's show.
Man United. Are we talking about Man United of old? Of course I would. Why wouldn't I?
Man United of now as well.
Why wouldn't you?
Are you listening to this, Steve?
Man United of old. I wouldn't want to be Man United of the noughties.
Thank you. So it stems from jealousy. Thank you, Steve, for revealing that, bro. Thank you.
There's no jealousy. I just told you I don't like fans like you. It's nothing.
Oh my god, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What am I talking about?
It's got nothing to do with people like.
I told you already. You have this weird cult following. Fans like you are what's wrong. Fans like you are what's wrong with this world. Yeah, you have this weird cult following. You say jump, they say how high, Cam. Oh, one game at a time.
Do you remember move in silence? Do you remember
you are the problem. We move in silence, bro. You are the problem.
But it's got nothing to do with me, man.
It's got everything to do with you, brother.
Look, we're just trying to make the thing is, this is what I'm saying though. We are 13th, as you guys keep telling me. Why do you guys focus on us so much, bro? Let us just move in silence, as I say. Let us climb up the table. Leave us alone, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're worrying about us being happy about our managers wearing, bro.
All I said is, wouldn't it be funny if the guy you were waxing lyrical about today dunked on you? That's all I said.
Right now, but you're happy for that. You're happy. We have bigger plans, bro. We are walking through Manchester looking for anybody. I said it on Inside Scoop. But listen, anyone. We saw Ten Hag. I saw him walking out of a restaurant. I said, listen, Amarim and his boys are coming for them. You know what I'm saying? We're wearing Hood Rich. We're wearing Moncler. We're wearing Valentino. We're looking any bald man in Manchester is in trouble. Tobes, don't go Manny. If you go Manny, we're pushing you. Big Steve. Yo, you might get mistaken for Pep, you know. You better stay inside too. We are looking for any.
Listen, we haven't seen no Man United fans around these parts for the last fucking 12 years, mate. You know what I mean? You lot, you're talking about letting people rest and all that. You was at top of the table, never let anybody rest. You was on everyone's neck. I was in Division 2 minding my old business at Grimsby Town, and you fuckers were giving me bare shit, winning the treble. So, nah, we ain't letting you rest. You're the only football team in the world that claims to be the biggest in the world, but when you shit, no one's allowed to talk about it because apparently we're obsessed. We're not obsessed. It's just the fact that you shit. And when you're shit, we're all laughing at you and taking the piss like you did to us when you were good. So don't get upset about it. Don't talk about your Carabao Cup and your FA Cup like they're big trophies that biggest team in the world's win. Real Madrid don't go on about Copa del Rey's. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you're going through a sticky patch. It's been absolutely comical over there. We're having the best time of our lives, laughing our bollocks off at the roof and Sir Jim sacking everyone and the chicken and all that. But apparently we're obsessed. But, you know, if Man City were giving out raw chicken and the roof was leaking and that, you know, it'd just be like, oh, it's typical City. So take it on the chin, lads. Let's see what Amorim can do. Amorim ball and all that. Won't be long before Saeed's dancing in the car park again with his mates, telling us they're going to do this and going to do that. But we all know where this ends. We all know where it ends.
Nah, not anymore, man.
I actually
That car park's cursed.
I actually think it's a great appointment. I think they finally
stop being
got
fucking nice to these fucking teams,
no,
man.
No,
you stuck up to everyone. Chelsea, I love Maresca. Man United, I love Amorim. I like Arteta. Bollocks, man. Show some balls and give him a bit of shit, man.
I'm talking about Amorim. Fuck them, man.
Oh, let's all have a big cuddle with Amorim. Fuck Amorim, man.
That's you, innit? You like if you want to hate, you can hate.
I'm just real, mate. I'm real. I'm a City fan. I don't like Amorim. You're Liverpool
I know.
Like
I'm talking about Amorim. Shut up.
You know what I mean? Like you watch Sport in Lisbon every week.
I'm talking
out loud.
I do.
Say it again, Steve. I'm sick of him. Any hipster manager.
I've been watching Sport in Lisbon at night and eating my Portuguese cakes and shit.
GRIZZKHANX. We start going to.
I suppose you used to watch Maresca in Man City's youth team. You used to watch all Man City's under 23 games, yeah?
Yeah.
And then you watch Leicester every week. You know what he's about.
They're all his sons.
Amorim is a quality coach, but we know that position, that club,
GRIZZKHANX.
the last 10, 15 years has been
Amorim
cursed. And we good. And I was going to carry on by saying, I hope the curse of Old Trafford continues with this guy because he's a fucking quality coach. But I hope the curse is way strong and the juju that's over that club for the last 10, 15 years, long may it continue. That's what I was going to say about the club and their fans because I can't stand the club and their fans. I'm talking about the profile of coach they finally stumbled across. They've got a fucking coach finally. Hope he fucking absolutely... I hope he carries on and he turns to shit. Honestly, I couldn't give a fuck about the club and the fans.
Unfortunately, not this
But he's
time.
a good coach. But he's a fucking good coach. Let me tell you that.
What's obviously it was 10-10 era last time. What's the hashtag this time? I just want to know.
Oh yeah.
Think about it.
Rim job.
Rim job. Rim
job. They get beat on Sunday. Hashtag rim job. Yeah.
Hashtag rim job. That's the one.
We'll see. Shout me 4 p.m. Sunday. We'll launch that, and it's gonna annoy the hell out of TOBS, especially. You know what I mean? When everyone starts saying it. You know what I'm saying, TOBS?
So you acknowledge? He said when everyone starts saying it, but he just told me he hasn't got a cult following.
I haven't.
Okay. Why did you say it when everyone starts saying it?
Bro, because it might go places.
It might.
I don't know.
Okay.
It might. You never know.
But you know what? So after saying all that, it will be so united. So united. Stumble against Ipswich. That's
bro, it'll be jokes.
It'll be
cool. I need them to win both and go to Emirates.
That'd be the worst ever.
Oh yeah.
And go to Emirates with the gusto. You know we're gonna do this.
Hey, if we win both,
yeah, we'll talk.
Emirates,
don't wait. Yeah, we'll
put
talk.
the nail in that title rate, that coffin.
Oh shit!
You better hope fucking Nottingham Forest or West Ham don't do it in the next 2 weeks, mate.
Oh
That's
shit!
That's your aim.
Listen, I'm telling you, it's getting toxic over there. Let us come and win at Emirates. Ooh, it's going to be scary. We're going to get prime time AFTV. I'm going to watch every single platform Turkish is on. Every platform. Your channel, AFTV, Forever Arsenal, whatever it is, bro. Be there. Big Six. What, are you still on 888 Sport?
Nah.
Bro, I'm calling their producers, bro. I'll be there too, bro. Trust me.
Say no more, G. I'm always here, bro. And the Big Six started with Arsenal in the mud. It's the Big Six because we wasn't top six. That's the reason. The name of the show is the Big Six. Because I'm all right now. I'm not all right, but yeah, we'll move. If we lose to United, yeah, everyone should watch every channel because I'll flip. In the S-Tax Hype says players like Salah and Saka love the headlines before December. I'm watching closely in April, May. And Simon says, ironically, think Mount suits the system very well, similarly to how Tuchel used him at Chelsea.
Here we go.
Champions League winner.
Here we go.
Assist in the final.
Here we go.
They created an open goal, open chance for Werner. He should have buried.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mount in the 3-4-3. Just stay fit, please. That's all. Just stay fit. And we'll talk soon. You know what I mean? Just stay fit. That's all.
Talk soon about what? What are you going to talk soon about?
Stay fit. Don't worry, man. You focus on Maddison not starting anymore, getting dropped by
He's better than
Kulisevsky.
Mount.
You
He's miles
focus
better
on
than
that.
Mount. He's
You
miles
focus
better
on
than
that.
Mount.
He ain't
That's
played at the
fine.
levels Mount has. He ain't played at
What
the levels
level?
Mount
What
has.
level is that? What level is that?
Champions
Because
League, Champions League winner.
Oh, okay, cool.
England,
All right, no problem.
properly.
England,
actually
what?
playing
What
for
the
England.
fuck is he? What
When
the
does
fuck has he ever
Maddison
done in
play?
England?
Maddison doesn't play for England, bro. He's
What the
there
hell
to
has he
watch
done in
everyone-
the England
he's there to
shirt?
hand everyone bottles.
No,
bro.
no, I'm not having
England
another
bottles.
mid-off, man, between
England
Mount and
bottles.
Maddison. Get the
I
fuck out
don't
of
know
here.
what this guy's doing here.
Wait,
They're
move
loving
on.
it.
Mount.
Playing.
Fighting over
I
Premier
didn't
together.
60 million
I
for this
didn't
guy.
call
And this
him
guy's
a
talking about
genius.
don't let
Nah,
I didn't
bro,
call him a
levels,
football
levels,
genius.
levels. Maddison v Mount. Get the fuck out of here.
Nonsense.
I didn't call Mount a football genius.
Nonsense. Utter woke nonsense. You ain't coming here and running Mount prop.
We're
Not
talking
in
about
24.
Konate, Gabriel.
Not in
Nah.
2024. Not on my watch.
But
Can't wait
Cam,
hell out of here, bro.
Saeed's not available for next Thursday, so hopefully Cam's can be available for next Thursday, and at least then we've got a game or two in between to see what the idea is all about. Also, Amarim says, Frankie says, tuned in late. Is that Cams? The Cams, my word. I saw this brother lose on Mastermind and make 6 videos on his manager's drip. Welcome.
Wait, 6 video. I've not even made. I've made. What? I literally recorded yesterday a 1 video for like 2 minutes. We were talking about his drip, and this guy said 6 videos. This guy's going crazy.
I can stop
6
deleting
videos.
stuff as well because I've tried to search for that. Remember that picture with Ralph Ragnick? Yeah, on Instagram.
I know that's still there, bro.
Bro, I
No,
can't
that's still
find it,
there.
bro. Send it to me. Every new
No,
manager,
no,
I
no,
need to post that, bro.
I'm sure it was Matisse that put. I don't know if I posted it to Twitter. I don't know.
No,
Did I post that to
Instagram. You did Instagram. You did it on Instagram. Trust me.
Oh, I do archive a lot of stuff on Instagram because
Bro,
when I start seeing
unarchive that,
300
bro,
posts,
please.
I'm like, come on, bro. I'm looking like I'm excited. You know what I'm saying?
We need that one.
So, yeah.
All right,
Stop
let's do
looking for my
predictions.
shit, bro. Stop looking. Stop looking for me.
There's
Why
the
am I-
man that wants to watch all AFTV, Forever Arsenal, 888 directors and all of that. All right, cool.
Boy.
These two are doing a bit of smoking job on each other.
Boy.
Man. What's going on here, Tobes?
All I'm
Bro.
saying is this, bro. I'm onto this guy. I'm telling you, he's the people's chump. I'm onto him. He can't fool me.
Let's do
Bro,
predictions.
Listen, you just focus on City, right? Just focus on City. And it's crumbling. Do you know what I mean? It's crumbling. You know it
Then
is as
speak
well.
to him, brother. Speak to him.
Tide
I'm not
is
his
turning,
counselor.
man.
I ain't
The
his
tide is
counselor.
turning. I'm just waiting. You're almost at the limit. I can see it in your face. You're almost at the limit. So you just focus on that, bro. You
Alright,
are almost
no
at the limit. Abby and all them, lot, everyone's already jumping off the bandwagon, jumping off. I'm just waiting for that moment. I waited for it with Conte and end up coming eventually. You tried to come with it's unfortunate it didn't work out for Conte tweet. I remember that. But you wanted him out,
When
bro.
did I say that? He deserved to get sacked.
Hey,
Who did my-
what? Bro,
And the tweet. I said he
remember
deserved.
I remember your exact tweet saying, I really wanted it to work for Conte, and it's
I did,
unfortunate.
but he
I
was
remember
shit
that,
in
bro.
his second season. He was
You
rubbish.
two might need your own show. I'll be real.
So
man.
what do you want
Just
from
like
me?
Ange.
A man was
Just
shit.
like
He
Ange.
was shit, and he rightfully got sacked.
He got
Nothing
sacked
more
when he
to
was
it.
in 4th place. Ange is currently 10th, bro. That's all
He
I'm gonna
wasn't
say.
in fourth place when he got sacked.
He did get sacked in 4th place, bro.
He wasn't in
He
fourth
got
place
sacked
when he
in
got
4th
sacked.
place. The only thing is the teams below
Please,
had
man.
games in hand.
Oh,
He got
please,
sacked in
please,
4th place.
man. Please,
He got
please,
sacked
please.
in 4th place. I'm just telling you
Please,
a fact.
bro. End
I'm
the
just
stream.
telling
End
you
the
a
stream. End the stream.
We got
I'm
some
tired of
telling
this
you a
guy.
predictions to do. You're
I'm tired of
arguing
this
with
guy, bro.
He's
Get
drawing
him
you
in there,
out.
man.
You're
Let's
arguing
go.
with
Let's
this man.
go. Let's go.
Let's do the predictions. Ipswich Man United. Saeed's gone 2-1 Man United. I've gone 3-1 Man United. Tobes?
They're away from home.
Yeah.
2-1 Man United.
2-1. Matisse has gone 3-1. Steve?
Ipswich 2-1. Rim job. Hashtag rim job.
Yeah.
Grizz.
I'm going 2-1 United as well.
2-1 Cams?
I'm going 3-1.
3-1 United.
3-1.
Cool.
Who?
Yeah.
I've got to ask you who.
Back to actually not back
Skill.
to Leicester Chelsea. Saeed's gone 2-1 Chelsea. I've gone 3-1 Chelsea. Tobes?
3-1 Chelsea.
3-1. Matisse has gone 3-0. Steve?
2-0 Chelsea.
2-0. And Grizz?
2-1.
2-1 Cams?
Is that Stamford Bridge?
Nah, away.
Oh, 1-1.
Oof, 1-1. Cool.
He doesn't even believe it. He's
1-1, man.
just saying for the sake of saying, bro.
I've
Is
saved this.
Sancho playing? Then 2-1 Leicester.
I've saved this super chat because it was off topic, but it did come in quite early. Jazzy Jeff, resident, says, rank the worst take. Tapping Tobes saying Neymar over Zidane, or Lee Gunner saying Welbeck is a better overall player than Salah. Salah's a limited football. That ain't fair because Lee's one is wild. Yeah, Lee's one is.
Hey, Welbeck,
wild.
He's balling.
Yeah, but
it's easy number 2. Neymar is better than Zidane.
Cams, listen.
Welbeck's balling though, guys.
We're gonna end the show, but you know today, yeah.
He's lucky we didn't mention Salah, you know.
Yeah, a couple of world leaders are getting done for war crimes, yeah. Now, don't let me put you in trial for footballing war crimes, yeah. So don't start nothing about
I ain't
Salah.
got no crimes on my sheet.
You understand? Because I will get you prosecuted. You know what I mean?
Listen,
football. About war crimes,
no
about
crimes on my
footballing
sheet.
crimes against Mohamed Salah. Because since you told me about him, you know what I mean, the man's gone up another level. But we've run out of time to have a little
next
debate.
Thursday.
Because I was going to say, what do you think about Salah this season? But we ain't got time today. But yeah, we'll. Next week. Yeah.
Can I just ask you on a side note, Tobes, please don't reply. Who's higher in an all-time list, Cams? Neymar or Zidane?
Zidane.
Oh, this is a
Okay.
debate, innit?
Thank you. No, that's it. That's all I wanted to know. Perfect.
You know what? It's Tobes. You know, touchline. Them that collective. The touchline frack a lot. They're dangerous. They're dangerous collective. They push out. Yeah, I mean, they're Neymar stands. All of them. So I think Tobes has been infiltrated. You know what I mean? Tobes, come on, you know, man.
You know what's so funny? For someone who preaches,
man.
Let me not.
We're gonna ramp it up.
If I start, yeah.
I'm gonna end the poll now as well. And the poll at the moment with 1.7k votes, Konate's got 58% of it. Gabriel's got 42. So Konate wins the poll in the community.
Big Six community knows ball, and that's an Arsenal majority. Big Six community.
I don't think it is.
I know it.
2 years ago, though, it was Konate or Saliba. 2 years later, Saliba.
No, that's fine. No problem. Saliba's a great defender. He's becoming great. Sorry.
Let's hope in 2 years it's not Konate or Kivio, but we'll talk then.
No,
love for the love.
Whoa.
Footballing crimes, I do you as well. Get in the box. Both you get in the box. Out.
One super chat's coming actually saying Neymar walks into United's team right now. This Neymar's not walking into anyway. He can barely.
I walk into United's team right now, and it's not a big deal.
But Neymar needs to retire now, man. It's over, man. Injured every single day. It's a shame.
How about Reece James, man? Oh shit, yeah. But anyway,
that's who needs to retire, not Neymar.
No, we talk next week.
Steve, I'm coming to City Feyenoord. I got to check in with you. Do I got to check in at Etihad?
Yeah, man, no problem. Yeah.
I'll
make sure you don't get hurt.
Yeah. Check in, man.
Steve, Tobes, Grizz, as always, love. I can. Pleasure as always. Hopefully you can come back on next Thursday, 10:30. If you can't actually, I'll message Liaz and see if he can fit in. But between one of you two, the mastermind finalists, and don't worry, Big Six are coming for that mastermind title. You try and take it off Liaz first, and then one of us
bring
will take
Tobes,
it off.
man. I'll wipe Tobes.
You will not. You ain't wiping shit, bro. Trust me.
Bro,
trust me. You ain't destroying. Nah.
Talk to Sharky. Big Six versus SDS. If they want to do that mastermind, all six of us versus 6 of you, man. Get your best 6 and we'll sort it all out from there. Love for the love, people. Hit the like button on the way out. Show some love to the individuals. Make sure you're subscribed. Peace.